God opening the door that says you can walk through the door. It's been preordained. And this is the year of increase. Now, so God has set it up. I mean, it's all set up in the heavenlies, in the supernatural realm. Now it's our part. Because God does his part, and then you have to do your part. So everybody say order. Order activates the kingdom. Order activates the kingdom, and disorder deactivates the kingdom. Most of us, like me, came out of a bad past. Come on now. Then jack my credit up. You know, I wasn't paying my bills, spend my money on drugs and alcohol. And so when I finally woke up in God, I'm thinking, oh my God, my credit score is 500. But now I got a family, because now I'm going to take responsibility for my family, for my kids, and now I got a whole family, and we need a house. Come on, we need things. Before I was able to sleep on the couch at somebody's house, or come on, lay on the floor and sleep. But now I got a responsibility. And I realized my credit score is 500. And I press through, we do what we can, you know, we taking out these 15% loans, paying, like he said, $10,000 more for a used car than I should be. And I'm looking on TV, 0% interest. I'm thinking, how them folks getting 0% interest and I'm paying 15% interest? Come on, somebody. So we finally got a house. God supernaturally helped us get a house. Now, I'm making money. I can't operate it because I got this bad credit. I'm making a decent wage. God's doing his part. So we get a house. God supernaturally gives us a house. And so I decide I want to go and do some home improvements. Now, we've already paid halfway for this house. So I go to the bank and I say, I need a $20,000 loan, upgrades. And the man kind of laughed at me and said, get out of my office. Now, when a person that makes their money by lending you money tells you get out of the office, there's a problem. Because banks make money by loaning you money. Come on, everybody say, Houston, we have a problem. Now, you know what else it tells me in the community? People look at my credit because I live in a small town, and everybody knows Pastor Kevin's credit's 500. Pastor, kingdom, Holy Ghost filled. Pastor has a credit score of 500, which means I don't keep my word. Houston, we have a problem. So, my wife, she's not here and she wants to send everybody greetings, but she wanted a new house. And I had been praying, God, give her the desires of her heart. That's my prayer. God, give my wife the desires of her heart. Husbands, get that prayer in your spirit. Now, so God began to change her view. She went and found this house. I'm talking about this. I'm thinking, good Lord. and it's way out of my reach mentally. And so I go to God. I said, God, I ask you to give her the desires of her heart. And this is her desire. God said, you want it? And I said, yes, I want it, God. He says, then you got to fix your credit. That's the system we live in. So we can be spiritual. We can all we want to at the bank. But they're going to say, what's your credit score? See, we got to become wise. We got to use wisdom because, so God says you got to fix your credit. So guess what I started doing? Doing what I had to do. All of a sudden, my finances changed because now I'm becoming a good steward over my finances. Come on now. So now all of a sudden my money's stretching further because I'm calling up all the people that I owe credit from 10 years back, saying, what I got to do to get this corrected? And they begin to work with me. And before I know it, my credit score jumps up to over 700 in like 8 months. Everybody said that was God. Because see, now I'm giving God something to work with. I'm mixing my faith with some action. Come on, somebody. I ain't just sitting there, how about. No, I'm mixing my action with my faith. And now God's able to supernaturally now raise my credit score up to 700 points. So I go to the bank, but it's a different walking in the bank now. Oh, yeah, I'm coming in now. Look, I ain't, can I? No, I'm walking in, where's the banker at? Come on, because see, now I got Holy Ghost confidence in what I done accomplished. I know God's all up in this. So I walk in, I said, I need a loan for this house, $500,000 house. Now, I couldn't get $20,000 before, and I owned half the house. But now I'm walking this, I need $500,000, and oh, by the way, I want to refinance the house I'm in because I'm going to put my daughter in that house. She ain't got no house. And do you know he gave me the loan? He sat there and said, sit down, Mr. Wims, and let's fill out the papers. And it's at 2% interest. And I'm getting ready to refinance it again to lower my payment again. Because now FES has caused my credit score to go up some more, and now I'm going to walk back in there again. Come on, somebody. And I'm going to say, hey. So that's why it's important. Because I know all of you have a vision for your families, for your homes. And let me tell you this last testimony. When my credit was bad, I decided I wanted an expedition. And so I went to the bank, and they looked at me and said, let me send you to another loan person down the street. And I went there, and he had a big old cigar. Come on in, son. Said, I'll give you the loan. And this has been like 8 years ago, the payment was $1,200 a month. So I did it, signed the little papers, and started paying that $1,200 a month. Well, when I got my credit up, I walked into the dealership about a year ago, and I said, you see them two new G.A.N.Gs? I want both of them. For the same payment, I'm paying for this one expedition. You know what he did? Signed the papers. Because the credit changed everything. You know what he knew? I knew what I was doing. Come on now. He knew I wasn't trying to get over it. He knew so it's important that we as a people, and most of y'all coming out of backgrounds like I did, them screwed your credit up. Not because you were a bad person, you just didn't have your priorities. You didn't have your order. Now, some of the words for disorder, and I'm going to give it back, I'm going to give it to Ashton. Order, take it, because if you have order, that means you're used to taking orders. Come on. Everybody say he's Lord, which means owner. Only one Lord left in America, landlord. Come on now. Here's what taking orders means. Accepting. It means adhere to. It means carry out. God's got a mission for Rancho, but you're going to have to take orders to carry it out. It means that you have to comply. It means you're going to have to make some of us, for a season, we're going to have to make some life changes to make this credit thing work. It means to embrace. It means to execute. Everybody say execute. Taking orders means to execute. The king has given this ministry some orders. You all have to execute. It means to observe, surrender. Oh, I like that one, surrender. To take orders means I have to surrender. I had to surrender. When my wife decided she wanted a house, I had to surrender some stuff to make that happen. You're going to have to surrender some stuff. So, without further ado, Brother Ashton, Henry, come on up. He's got he's got some testimonies that I want you guys to hear. He knows the company frontwards and backwards, and what it can do. But we've got testimony after testimony of people that their lives have been changed because the credit scores changed. They can get in apartments they couldn't get in before. They can get jobs they couldn't get before. It all begins to make sense once you see that that's the system we happen to be in. This is the system we're in. And they look at our credit score and determine who we are. I'm just trying to tell y'all. They look at your credit score and determine who you are. Come on, sir.
How's everybody doing? I'll give it up for Pastor Kevin again. You guys hear me okay back there? All right, so thank everyone for coming out this morning. I'm operating on Miami time right now. Projector up. All right, cool. So, guys, my name is Ashton Henry. Before we get into the information, we just ask everyone, no Facebook Live, no recording, silence your cell phone. You don't want to be disturbing the person right next to you. I'm originally, just a quick background on myself, I'm originally from Grenada. Anybody know where that is? Nobody knows where that is. Okay, cool. I was going to crack a joke, but don't worry. So I came here in 2004. It's actually like 100 miles north of Venezuela. Anybody know where that is? Right, so it's next to Trinidad and Tobago. So I came here in 2004 on a soccer scholarship, played Division I soccer, played professional soccer, got injured in 2008. I moved to Miami to do rehab. I started my life there. My first job in Miami, because I didn't have the legal documents. Anybody here not from the United States? Everybody here is from here? Anybody in the room not from the United States? Okay, cool. Everybody's from here as well. So you guys, again, don't know what I'm talking about. All right, cool. So I actually started working construction because I didn't have the legal documents to work here after I lost my my contract because of an injury. Did that for a couple months, and then I eventually got my paperwork worked out, and I started working at Brong-Mackey College as a director of admissions. Did that for about 4 years, very successfully. They started paying for my master's degree, started flying me all around the country to train other admissions representatives on how to do their job effectively. I got tired of it. I got tired of people telling me I had an hour for lunch. It takes me an hour to decide what I want to eat. I got tired of always having more bills than money at the end of the month. Even though I was the highest producer, I was still the lowest paid person in my department. So I was actually sitting in the lobby one day waiting on the student, and I picked up a Forbes magazine, and in the issue of the magazine was the owner of the college as the number 38 million in the United States. And I got mad. Not that because he was a millionaire, but I realized at that point in my life I was actually selling myself short. Because I was doing over $500,000 in business every single month for that company, only to get paid $2,200 a month. So 2 weeks later, I walked in, gave them a resignation, and I walked away. Didn't really have a plan. And I'm giving you guys, everything I'm saying, I'm giving you a backstory to how I actually got here, right? So one weekend, I walked away, no plan. I had $22,000 saved in my bank account. I figured, you know what? In 6 months, I should be able to get something to get me back going again or start something. I met this gentleman. He was driving a Bentley. I went to a Ross. You guys know Ross? You have Rosses out here? Yeah. Right. So I'm walking into the Ross, and I saw the car, and I turned to him, and I said, hey, nice car. He said, thank you. He said, normally people don't give me compliments. They just hate on my car. I said, I ain't got to hate on your stuff. That's your stuff. A lot of people hate on stuff that they want. Now realize that subconsciously you're telling yourself you don't want it. Right? You can't hate on what you want. Right? So I was like, hey, what do you do, if you don't mind me asking? He said, I do taxes. I said, I'm doing taxes then. I'm like, will you teach me? True story. I said, I'll come to your office if you will teach me. He said, sure. I showed up Monday. He taught me how to do taxes. He was paying me $25 to do a file while he was charging people $800. So I eventually learned quick what he was doing. And long story short, I walked away and started my own tax office. Currently have 3 tax offices in South Florida servicing over 8,000 people. And when this opportunity was presented to me, I was actually in Las Vegas. I was about to pay $2,500 to fix my credit. I had access to cash, but I had no credit. I had a 520 credit score. My friend got me started in this business. I'm thinking I was just a customer when she signed me up as an agent, right? So within 5.5, 6 months, my credit went from a 520 to a 735. So that got me excited. I reached out there. I'm like, hey, how can I be a part of this? Obviously, I have a lot of clients with the tax office, and they always asking about credit, right? You guys realize that your credit determines a lot of things in your life? You realize that over 80% of employees actually put in your credit report before even coming for an interview? Are you guys aware of that? Right? So the opportunity that you want to get to be able to pay, to earn money to take care of your family, you're being denied that just based on your credit score. And a lot of people don't understand that. Your car payments, whatever payments you have in your household is not designed to help you. It's designed to earn that company money over time with compounding interest. It's never about you. It's about how much money they can actually take from you based on what that number is saying about you. Okay? So I got started with the company, guys, to do the business, and it's been going on 3 years now, being able to earn over $1 million with the company, being able to help other people We have so much success stories, and we'll share those stories as we go along throughout this presentation I'm going to share with you guys. But, I mean, in the last 4 weeks, we did over $5 million in business. In the last 4 weeks. That's crazy, right? And I'm super excited to be out here. I've been traveling all over the country in the last couple of weeks, just helping people understand the importance of having a good credit score. It's not even about, just think about how much opportunities you're missing because of a poor credit score. You don't want to have good credit just when you want to get approved for a car or just get approved for a loan. You want to have good credit all year long, every time. Because again, I had a gentleman from Afghanistan who was in the military. And I have a lot of clients all across the country, all across the world, because you can have a client that's in Afghanistan, Guam, Germany, but they're a U.S. citizen. So they can use the services, right? So this gentleman called me one day and said, hey, I want to apply for this job. I'm actually overseas right now. I'm making $120,000, but this opportunity just came to me. It's over $300,000, but guess what? I have certain things on my credit report. I can't even apply for the job with those things on my credit report. As a matter of fact, if they only know that I have these things on my credit report right now, I can lose my military clearance. Again, it's not just about getting a car, getting a house, or trying to get access to a little credit cards here and there. Like your whole livelihood is based on your credit report. You guys with me so far? So I'm going to share some stories over the course of this presentation. I'm just going to, and then we have a couple people in the room here that I noticed that actually joined the company and having a lot of success right here in Sacramento. So I'm going to have a couple of them come up here. So it's not just, you guys are not just hearing from Pastor Kevin or some guy with dreads, okay? All right, cool. Cool, so we'll get started. Can you control it from back there, or do I need to do it? Okay. Oh, I click? Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so just bear with me a second. I need to turn around a little bit, right? I'll keep going. So today we're going to talk to you about financial education services. All right, you can stop right here. We're going to start with the current state of the personal and financial affairs of the United States. Again, guys, I want you guys to have an open mind as you get this information. The only way your mind works is when it's open, just like a parachute. You can have a parachute on your back all you want. You jump out of a plane. If you don't open it, guess what? You guys know what's going to happen. Okay, cool. So we're going to start with the current state of the personal and financial affairs. About 43 million people have a 599 credit score or lower. If you guys don't understand me at any point, just tell me to slow down. When I get excited, my accent comes out heavy, okay? Cool. Nearly half Americans don't know their credit score. The average debt is over $225,000, with many people having less than $500 in savings. 49% have no retirement, only 18% know they're on track to reach their income goals. 65% have no will, 82% have no trust, 71% have no power of attorney. You know, if you don't have those things in place, essentially you're keeping your family and yourself at risk. Anybody here have kids? Have a house, a car, a business, right? If you don't have a will and a trust, guess what? You're going to let the state decide who those things go to if something happens to you. How many people want their kids to end up in a family member hands that they don't like? All right? You got to put that on paper, right? Or if you get something wants to happen to you medically and you want certain things to happen, you have to put it on paper, right? 58%, over 58 billion in unclaimed life insurance policies, bank accounts, pension stocks, assets, and property. Again, people are passing away, not taking care of their assets the right way. You guys familiar with a guy named Prince who passed away a couple years ago? He had over $300 million, but guess what? He didn't have a will and a trust. The state had to decide who gets what, and his bank, right? Again, a lot of times people don't pay attention to that because they think that, you know what, I don't have a lot of money, or I'm not a millionaire, but you got kids, you got family, you have a car, you have a house. You want to make sure you put those things in place. Every 2 seconds, identity is stolen. Someone's identity just got stolen, right? It's not about, it's just a matter of when. Because if you don't have any kind of protection against your identity, you know, we have so much people that would go to apply for something, and that's when they find out somebody stole their identity. When that question come up, we have a pastor in Miami. She went to go get a computer, and one of the verification questions was to verify an address in Virginia. Somebody got a house and a car in her name in Virginia, right? And again, people don't know about it until they themselves try to go apply for credit. Next slide. Next slide. All right, so YFES, think about this for a second. How many people you guys know with bad credit? A lot of people, right? How many people have debt and no idea how to pay it off? Okay. How many people have their personal financial affairs in order? How many people dislike their current job or looking for a career change? Next slide. Next slide. How many people need to make more money? Can't afford an annual vacation? Over $60 billion every year is being wasted because Americans don't take their vacation. So you have a, I remember when I used to work at the college, I would ask for 2 weeks vacation and I couldn't get it. Because at the time I was still playing my country's national team and they would deny me the time that I actually earned. Right? Aren't where they want to be in life or just want a solution or a plan of action? How many people are in those categories? Right? Next slide, sir. So why this? Keep going. Our formal education didn't teach us about personal finance and success. Guys, I have degrees. I don't use any of them. Right? A lot of us just have a lot of general information that's not helping us do anything. You understand? Like, when I was in college, astrology almost made me not have a degree. I don't care about astrology. I mean, it's cool, but how does that pay my bills? Right? And a lot of people don't understand it's not about the degree. You got, just like when I was admissions representative, people come in and they say, oh, I want to do early childhood education. I'm like, okay, cool. What do you want to do that? I love helping people. I'm like, okay, let's look at the possibilities in the future, right? The degree costs you $46,000. Early childhood education, the highest you can earn starting off is $28,000. How does that make sense mathematically? Business-wise, that doesn't make any sense because guess what? You're in a hole all the time. You're trying to pay off that $40,000 student loan, but you're only getting paid $28,000 a year, right? You have your living expenses, you have your mortgage, your car, your kids. It can get really tough. And guess what? They'll say, well, you know what? You want to get more money? Go get another degree. Go get your master's degree. Yeah, put yourself another $60,000 in debt, right? To come back and get a $10,000 or $20,000 increase. You still got an additional $60,000 to pay, and all that happened was you put yourself in a higher tax bracket. So again, on paper, it looks like you're making more money, but you're just digging yourself in a bigger debt, right? Next slide. So we provide the financial education we need and success training we need a long time ago. Services that protects your identity, your credit, your family, finances, lifestyle. And we also have a lucrative opportunity that you guys are going to hear about shortly. Next slide. So the company was founded in 2004 by Mike Toller from Paramount Nyack, headquarters in Farmington Hills, Michigan. The company has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They also are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Okay? 100% consistent annual growth. They're a debt-free company with the same key executives since the company's inception. You know, when you see companies solid, you know, you see companies switching owners over and over and over, that says a lot about the instability, right? The company has been growing, again, 100% plus growth every single year, even in the dung economy. And you guys don't understand why, because guess what? With the dung economy, guess what's happening to people out there? Their credit is being ruined, right? As a result, the club always have customers that it can help. Make sense? Make sense, guys? Next slide. So we have what's called our protection plan membership. It's a plan that protects your identity, your credit, your family, finances, and your lifestyle. So what's in your protection plan? Next slide. So the emphasis is on credit, right? Today, your credit score is like a vital sign. It's being monitored at all times. When you receive a pre-approval letter in the mail, it's not because a company loves you. I'm just letting you guys know, right? I'm going to be the bearer of bad news on that point. Their goal is to simply get you on board and earn some interest based on the debt that you took out. Based on what your credit score is, you already know what's going to happen. The lower credit score, everything you're paying more for, right? It can impact your insurance premium and your interest rates. You know, your car insurance. That's how a lot of people end up at the General. Right? I starting to like you guys now. You guys getting my jokes, right? You can be denied the ability to rent, purchase, get a credit card, or even employment. 7 out of 10 employees pull your credit before you even get a chance to come in on an interview. So again, you're being denied the opportunity to get a job to take care of yourself. Because, you know, and not only that, especially in managerial positions, they're not going to give you that job because now you become a high-risk person to them, right? While your credit has no correlation whatsoever if you're a hardworking person or not, they still use that in validation in making a decision to hire you or give you that position, right? Over the course of your lifetime, unless the excellent credit rating actually costs you upwards of $200,000 to $1 million extra that you should not be paying. Again, with a poor credit score, you're paying more for everything. And Pastor Kevin just shared about the car payment and so forth. I have a friend named Tony. Tony's an agent with us now. Tony bought a Chrysler 300 for $25,000. Right? Tony's all excited. Tony made $10,000 in payments. Guess how much Tony owns? Tony owes $23,000. Now again, a lot of people don't pay attention to that interest rate. Most people don't. They just, take it off the lot. Right? And you're making payments, and guess what? You're like, my balance is not going down. I'm making all these payments. Again, your interest rate. You have a 39% interest rate, 29% interest rate. Banks and car dealerships are going to say, yeah, we finance everyone. But is that in the best interest of you? It's not. And we're really educating people about, again, even our debt payoff system. We show you guys how we can beat these companies at the interest game that they're playing with our clients. Okay? Next slide. So, anybody understand how the credit is calculated? Okay, so this is how your credit is calculated. 10% of your credit is based on the types of credit. You have two types of credit. You have revolving credit and you have installment credit. Revolving credit is any credit that you can use and pay off, like your credit cards. Installment credit is any debt that you have a fixed payment or a date to pay it off by. Example, a mortgage or a car note, okay, or a small installment loan. The next 10% is based on new credit. So you want to be mindful of how many times you have your credit pulled within a 30-day billing cycle. You go to the stores like a Macy's, and they will say, hey, you can get additional 30% off if you apply for this. Ladies, you guys know this line. Right? And then you guys get all excited for that 30% off, not realizing that you're ruining your credit even more because you already got bad credit. You're trying to say a quick prayer is not going to help your credit score go up. Right? And the more you do that, guess what? You're ruining your credit over and over and over because these inquiries is just coming across like you're desperate for credit. You're trying to get all these different lines of credit so you can rob Peter to pay Paul. Using this one credit card to pay off the other. Make sense? That's how the banks look at it. 15% is based on the length of the credit history. The worst thing you can do right now is to close accounts that you have on your credit report. Even if they're negative, you can actually get them disputed to be removed. When you close them, what you're losing history. All your credit report is you paying your bills on time, over time, for a long time. That's it. Keep your credit card balances at a certain, and you'll be able to have a great credit score. 30% of your credit is based on the amounts owed, and that's basically your credit limit versus your credit balance. Whatever limit you have, you only want to use 30% or lower. So whatever credit card, some people might have a $10,000 credit card and they're all excited about it, and they use 10,000 of it every month. And wonder why their credit score is so poor. 30%. Whatever limit you have, you multiply that by 0.3. That's your actual spending limit. So if you have a $1,000 credit card, guess what? That's $300. Never go over that. $500 credit card, $150. $300 credit card, $90. Anytime you go over that 30%, guess what? Your credit score drops like that. 100 points like that. Right? So you want to make sure you keep your credit card balances under 30%. If you max out a card, you want to pay it down to at least 30%. And then from that point, then you can start making those minimum monthly payments. Get it? Right? 35% of your score is based on your payment history. Have you ever paid a bill late? One late payment could drop your credit score 50 points. One late payment, right? So you want to make sure that you pay your bills on time, especially after you get started with the services, because it makes no sense the company disputing what's negative on your credit report while you continue to put negative things on there. Make sense, guys? So you guys kind of have a better understanding how your credit's calculated? You guys knew this before? Okay, great. So you guys learning today too. Great. Next slide. So there's a lot of myths when it comes to credit as well. I'm going to talk about the 5 most common myths. Myth number 1, credit agencies are empowered as some type of governmental authority. People hear bureau and get scared. Right? They feel like they have so much control, and they do. Right? Because again, that score, that number determines so much things in your life, right? So that's the myth. Credit agencies have no legal authority at all. They're simply private companies who are in the business of collecting and selling credit information. All they do is collect information on us and sell it to the big industries, banks, mortgage companies. These companies then turn around and charge you high interest rates or deny you the ability to get credit based on what's on your credit report. So you're trying to get an apartment, you got an eviction. Guess what? You're not getting that apartment. You're trying to get a car, but you got a repo. Guess what? No. Just because those negative things are reported on your credit report. How many people understand that just like when someone gets arrested, if the cop doesn't read them their rights, Even if that person is in the wrong, they can still sue and win. It's the same thing with the credit bureaus. They're supposed to call the customers and let the customers know, hey, this said company is reporting this negative thing on your credit report. Anybody ever got a call from a credit bureau? So they are already at fault. They are already at fault with our dispute process, okay? Myth number 2, credit agencies are required by law to keep derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. How many people heard that before? How many people had a negative item on their credit report for more than 7 years? Keep your hands up. More than 7 years? Now I'm just going to ask a question. Did it just fall off after 7 years? No. They're not in the business of correcting, updating your credit profile, so you have to take physical action to get it off your credit report, right? Which is where we come in, okay? So there is no law that credit agencies report anything on you at all. Credit agencies are required by law to automatically remove all derogatory items, again, older than 7 years, except student loans, bankruptcy, 10 years. But again, you don't have to wait 7 years to get those things removed off your credit report. You can have a bankruptcy report on your credit report last month, yesterday, and still dispute it off your credit report. That's your legal right. Okay, guys? Cool. Next slide. Myth number 3, the information in your credit report cannot be changed. Is it illegal or immoral to have information in your credit report altered or removed? And a lot of people struggle with this. Oh, it's me. Yes, it's my debt. It doesn't matter, right? Again, the Fair Credit Reporting Act was passed to protect consumers from the credit bureaus taking advantage of you. Make sense, guys? Okay? So the opposite is true under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Both the federal and various state laws require items to be removed if they're not 100% accurate or cannot be verified in a timely manner. Example, what's your name, sir? Raymond, what's your last name? Hernandez. Okay, great. So Raymond Hernandez, right? How do you spell Raymond? R-A-Y-M-O-N. Okay, so there's the next way to spell Raymond? Is there another way people spell Raymond? Okay, so let's say somebody spells his name differently, but it's his debt, right? Do you guys understand that just the fact that his name is spelled wrong, they have to remove it off his credit report? Even if the debt belongs to him, it has to be removed off his credit report. And next thing, banks and lending institutions have a habit of rounding off numbers. So let's say, for instance, you have a student loan and it's $10,990. Guess what they're going to put on there? $11,000. Is that accurate? Do you owe the debt? You do owe the debt, but it's not reported accurately. As a result, they have to remove it off your credit report. Even if you're still responsible for paying the bill. Guess what? Are you trying to verify everything that you own, or are you trying to get access to things that you need? You're trying to get access to the things that you need, right? Especially in the case of student loans, you get those things removed off your credit report. Guess what? You're trying to get approved for a loan. It's not a factor because it's not showing up on your credit report. So you don't even have to mention that you have a student loan payment when you're talking to that mortgage broker that's trying to get you approved. Make sense? Because they're going to pull your credit and see what's on there. You guys with me? You guys understand how you get approved for a mortgage, right? Right? It's based on the payments that you have in your personal life right now. But if it's not showing in your credit report, guess what? You don't have to say anything. Right? So now you can get approved for more house, as they would say. Right? Myth number 4. Paying a past due debt removes it off your credit report. The worst thing that people can do, especially now during tax season. A lot of people get a tax refund, and what they do, they go pay bills that's 30 days late, 60 days late, 120 days late, not understanding that it already affected your credit report negatively. What you have to do is dispute the negative off your credit report. Because you go paying that bill, guess what? It reports as a new late payment on your credit report. Okay? So just because you're paying an old bill doesn't change or erase the fact that at one time you weren't paying it as agreed. Can this record be changed? Oh, absolutely. 35% of your credit score is actually determined by your payment history. So again, you always want to pay your bills on time. Next slide. Myth number 5. Inquiries are not derogatory, will not affect your credit standing. Anything that erodes your financial credibility is damaging to your credit score. In the case of inquiries, 1 or 2 is not too bad, but any more than that, they begin to tell a story on their own. Any prospective credit grantor would actually look at your credit report and think that you're desperate for credit. So again, you want to be mindful of how many times you have your credit pulled. So going to the store, getting approved for 30% off, you just tell them you buy everything cash, okay? Next slide. So you can restore your score. The Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971 gives Americans the right to dispute or investigate any negative item on your credit report. Inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete items such as late payments, charge-offs, foreclosures, judgments, repossessions, bankruptcies, collections, short sales, medical bills, and many other items can be removed from your credit report. Student loans, child support, they can all be removed from your credit report. Okay? Tickets, I've seen it all. Remove. Okay? Next slide. Next slide. So once you get started as a client, the company pulls your credit. Every client that comes on board, you have your own portal. You're able to log in to keep track of everything that's actually being done on your credit report. You get started, you send a picture of your driver's license, your social. The company need to verify that you are who you say you are, and they also need to send that to the credit bureaus. Okay? You have a credit education in there. You have an understanding of what your credit score is, how your credit is calculated, which I just went over with you guys so you can see how what's really affecting your credit. Okay? So we pull your credit one time, and then we have an app called Smart Credit that you're going to download to your phone. They're going to give you the updates on your credit. You're going to get the increases as far as your credit score increasing and also the negative items that you have in your credit report being removed off your credit report. Make sense so far? Okay, so everybody gets, you have a customer service number. If you have any questions, you can simply call the customer service. If you can't get the person that got you started, you can just simply call customer service. That's what they're there for. How many people has an iPhone in the room? You guys ever spoke to Steve Jobs? But he has customer service, right? You guys get it? So you can call customer service so they can help you through the process, right? Next slide. So once you get started, whatever is negative on your credit report, again, with all three credit bureaus, is going to stay in dispute. And that's what a lot of credit companies do. What they'll do, they pull your credit, and they will pick and choose one or two items on your credit report to dispute. Their goal is to get you locked into the payment as long as possible. What we're doing is disputing every negative that's on your credit report with all three credit bureaus at the same time. And that's how we're able to get people such fast results. Because the credit bureaus by law have 30 days, max 45 to respond to a dispute. Okay? Now, if we take in disputing one or two items, I don't want to call any company names, but like Lexington Law, they will pick and choose items and drag out the process. Okay? So we dispute everything. As time goes on, you will see the negative items removed. That's an actual client's credit results. A foreclosure deleted, collection, tax lien, repossession deleted off that client's credit report, right? So we send you the letters. All you have to do is sign those letters. Send it off to the credit bureaus. They have 30 days, max 45. Once you get those responses from them, you send it back to us so we can do the necessary updates. We update your portal, and then your Smart Credit app is going to get you, you're going to get to see the increases, how much your credit went up and so forth, right? In the meantime, pay your bills on time. Keep your credit card balances under 30%. Don't go applying for credit like crazy. Cool? The next thing, don't go try to apply for credit. Don't go try to get approved for a mortgage when we dispute the negative things on your credit report. Right? And a lot of people be like, well, my mortgage broker told me that if I dispute things on my credit, it's going to show up on my credit report. Yeah, that's because you had your credit pulled while we're working on your credit. All right? Next slide. So, 15 years track record. We've removed close to 1 million derogatory items from clients' credit report. We have tens of thousands of satisfied clients, satisfaction guarantee. Next slide. So we also have other services. Again, it's not just about credit restoration. We're a financial literacy company. All right? Credit repair is our flagship product, but we have a lot of services because we're helping people with their finances. So you get positive credit builder. This gives you analysis on your credit report so you can see some of the things that you can do on your end to increase your credit score. Okay? Debt zero. How many people would love to pay off their bills faster? Right? So imagine you have a car note, for example. Most terms are like 5 years, right? So what the company will do, you put in your car note, your mortgage, your student loans, you put all that in there, the interest rate, the time you have left, and then you click get out of debt. It will show you, okay, your car note is $250. Instead of you paying $250, and also you have to pour in your current income as well. See, a lot of people spend money all over the place and don't even realize. Like I spend probably $200 a week on pistachios. Right? I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I love pistachios. Right? So you guys realize, and I'm saying this because a lot of people don't realize how much money they just waste. Coffee, you know, just little stuff here and there that just adds up over time. Just think about it, like you and your significant other might be working a job, right? She's buying lunch, you buying dinner, she buying dinner. Guess what? At the end of the month, at the end of the week, you just spend $400. And you wonder where your money go. And you can spend $150 and have groceries for 2 weeks, and you made food. You guys understand how you throwing away money, right? So what this debt system is going to do is going to say, okay, instead of you paying $250 on this car note, pay $300 or pay $275. If you want to pay it off in 2 years, or if you want to pay it in 2.5 years. And that's including your mortgage, right? We have people that's paid off their mortgage in 8 years using this the system. I mean, just the system alone, the debt zero system, about 5 years ago, I had a mortgage broker in West Palm Beach that was trying to sell me something like this for one of the properties that I had, and it was $2,500 just for that software. Because again, you get in the algorithms every month. This is what you need to pay. How many people actually pay attention to their interest rate when they're actually making their car notes payments? Few people. So you paid your bill, and you looked at your interest rate. How many people still do that? You got to pay attention. Right, here's the next thing that you can do to increase your credit score really quick. Let's say, for instance, you got a car note, is due on the 15th. Pay half of it on the 1st. Pay the next half before the 15th. It tricks the system, make them think that you made 2 payments in 1 month. You got a car note or whatever bill, right? It's due on the 15th. You pay half of it on the 1st, and you pay the next half before it's due on the day it's due. In the system, it show up like you made 2 payments. Your credit score go up like that. And you can do that with all your bills. Huh? Right? So you also get a credit attorney. If you have any kind of legal issues, you have someone to represent you in court, no additional cost. Anything that they win, you get $1,000. Credit monitoring, choose smart credit so you can get access to your, it's an app you download to your phone. It's going to send you updates. Hey, your credit score increased 100 points. Hey, your credit score, this negative item came off, whatever it is, right? Next slide. You also get LifeLock. LifeLock is the #1 identity theft protection services in the United States. They will spend up to $1 million to restore your identity in the case of identity theft breach, right? And again, it's so funny to me that people don't understand how the information is everywhere. How many people here went to college or went to school, period? Right? Okay, cool. How many people applied for an apartment before? How many people went to the hospital? How many people try to get a car? How many people apply for a job? You guys understand that all those people have your information? It takes one person to sell that. One person. In all those different places that you have your information. And your identity is compromised. Or how many people have a cell phone? Or shop at a store. You know, these companies are being breached on a daily basis. Right? So your information is vulnerable. You also get access to a will, trust, power of attorney. Anybody have a will and a trust in the room? Okay. I know people that spend up to $10,000 for their will and trust. It's included in the program. You also get a financial logbox, any kind of personal documents you got, stocks, bonds, real estate, your insurance policy. You want to put that in that program because in the event that something was to happen to you, it's going to save your family from having to go to probate court. And that also costs your estate money, right? A lot of people pass away and their family members didn't even know they had life insurance. Probably because they don't want them to know, because if they do, they'll probably take them out themselves, right? Right, next slide. You also get money-saving benefits. You get prescription discounts ranging from 10 to 85% off. Anybody here has medical bills that they have to pay every month? All right, we can actually help you get discounts, and you can actually give this card away to anybody. They don't have to be a member. You can just give that card specifically away. They can get discounts from 10 to 85% off. We have over 60,000 pharmacies across the country that participates in this program. You get FES travel portal, so you can get cheaper flights, hotels, car rentals. Anybody here travel a lot? Right? I'm on a plane like every other day. I use this. You get cash back, online shopping. Anybody do online shopping, ladies? Yeah, all the ladies do online shopping. Right? So you can actually log into that portal and get cash back and save money. And then we also have insurance solution. Whatever insurance you have right now, car insurance, homeowners insurance, rental insurance, whatever insurance, dental, whatever. You can actually go in there. We don't sell life insurance, but we provide a platform where you can go in there, and based on what you actually have access to right now with your current provider, you can actually get a cheaper rate just searching around in here. Right? So it's all about just saving you money over time. Make sense? You guys with me so far? You guys trusting the guy with dreads now? Next slide. All right, so here's a couple of satisfied customers. After having a bankruptcy removed, we're able to purchase a home with a low fixed interest rate, which saved us almost $1,000 a month. That's a lot of money to be saving, don't you think? Think about it. The average American don't even have $500 saved. So that's $12,000 in a year. That's $120,000 over 10 years. You guys with me? Right? In just 2 months, my credit score increased to the point that my car insurance premium was lowered by $2,000 per year. Again, that's a lot of money to be saving. The program is not to put you in debt. It's to help you get out of debt faster. Next slide. In just 45 days, I had a tax in a credit report deleted off my credit report. You guys know where Westminster is? No? Yeah? Okay, cool. Next slide. Anybody here has a testimony? Anybody here use the services and want to share the testimony real quick? You got 30 seconds. Don't be long.
Hi, my name's Lakeisha Walker, and my husband, he was a veteran. No, he still is a veteran. So that car situation, he got a car while he was in the military, in the Army. His interest rate was 20%. $25,000 was how the car was owing. It got repoed. He still owed $15,000 on the car. It was on his collections. My maid of honor, Shakara Rule, she's an agent, so she let me know about the program. I got him on that program. I'm telling you not, within 2 months, his credit score increased over 100 points, and everything, collections, repo was deleted off of his score. I was so happy with the program, I signed up myself. So I'm also an agent now, and I'm telling you guys, like, faith without works is dead. So you need to really work on your credit. Credit is power, and he's telling the truth.
Awesome. Anybody else here? Testimony? All right, cool. It's always good when you have real people here. I don't know these people.
I'm not an actor. My name is Trina. I signed up in December through my sister. And I just had 10 items deleted off my credit report. And in 2-3 months, my score has jumped 50 points. So, awesome. And I'll be signing up as an agent this weekend.
Awesome. Awesome. So keep in mind that, Pastor, what's your name again? Gerald. He said something earlier, which is really powerful, and I hope a lot of people caught that. That you said something to the effect of, sometimes when you're in your lowest of lows, that's when opportunities come and they change your entire life. Right? It's so funny, like literally, Nicola got, and you guys are going to know who that is in a second, but that's our leader out of Atlanta. She got started with a company, multi-millionaire, right? Guess what? IRS hit her with a $60,000 tax lien. Her credit score went down to the 500s. She got started with a company just to fix her credit, not business. 3 years later, she earned over $2.5 million with the company just because she had a tax lien on her credit report. Like, isn't that a good reason to make money? Right? Just because something is wrong in your life. You get what I'm saying? So you help people. We have Lakeisha Marion. She got started. She had 7 foreclosures in her name. During the down economy, it made more sense for her to give back to the properties than her having to pay those bills because her tenants weren't paying them. The young lady that got me started, she lost 16 properties, 2 cars in 2008. When she got started with a company, she couldn't even get approved for a secure credit card. Imagine you going to the bank with your money to get a secure credit card, and they deny you. That's crazy. Exactly. Right? That's how bad her credit was. Her credit right now is over 800. She went to the Toyota dealership to get a Camry. She came back with a Mercedes. You understand? Because the guy was like, Mercedes right over here. Your credit is 805 or something like that. Started with a 510 credit score, right? I started with a 520. I wasn't really interested in the business. When I saw how it worked, it literally took my tax office from having 800 clients to over 8,000 clients. Why? I put a big sign that said credit repair. People walk in to get their credit fixed. Guess what? The door's closed behind you. I'm doing your taxes. Right? One person get result with credit repair. They send their friends over. Guess what? They come in, they do their taxes. They get their credit. So I started referring my tax clients to a couple of real estate friends that I had, right? They sending me clients, I'm helping them. One hand washes the other, right? 75%, and you guys are going to see this. Let me just give you guys a quick testimony real quick. So a couple of my friends, they'll send me clients, and I'm like, okay, I got a couple of people that want to buy houses. Obviously, we're helping them with their credit, right? So I'll send them to them. I made $110,000 last year off referrals. Meaning, I sent a real estate agent a client, he made his commission, and he came back to my office and said, hey, here's $2,000. Cash. And the only reason why I know the exact amount is because I put it in my son's bank account. Just off referrals. You guys don't understand that credit, we're in everybody else's business. Somebody want to get a car, what do they need? You want to get a house, what do you need? You want to get a job, what do you need? You want to get insurance, what you need? Keep your military clearance. You work at a bank. You guys see what I'm saying? So this business, you can walk into anybody's business and it will make sense. His brother, very successful. I don't even want to tell you guys how successful he really is. However, he buys houses for his employees. He's bought over 30 houses for people, right? So he buys the house. If they have bad credit, he leases them the house, have them fix their credit, come back to him so they can buy the house from him, right? He has one of his employees, him and the husband, they got started with a program. He bought the house for them. In 5 months, they were able to buy the house back from him. He was like, what you guys do? How'd your credit go up so fast? His credit went up 110 points. His wife went up 150 points, right? They bought the house back from him. He got started as an agent, that's how we're here today, actually, because somebody had bad credit, right? So you guys will see as you're sitting here, just think about how many people you know with bad credit. The next thing I want you guys to understand, it's not about you. Even if you have bad credit or you don't have bad credit, if you have bad credit, great, we can help you. If you don't have bad credit, guess what? There's millions of people around you that need you. You just don't know that yet, right? So it's opportunity where you're getting your credit fixed, you can help people fix their credit, and guess what? You're not the one that's doing it. You're not sitting there going through credit reports and have all the papers in front of you. The company's doing it. All you're doing is getting the client started. The company takes over. Is that easy or what? Right? Great. So once you get started, this is what your portal will look like. Your username is going to be your email and your login. And it's kind of funny because Pastor Wintrick got started and he wasn't interested in the money. The guy is well off. He has his own jet. Just to make you guys kind of have a picture of what I'm talking about, right? He literally has his own jet. And how I actually got him to take the business serious is I'm like, you want to help other people buy houses, right? He was like, you're right. I want to buy other houses because that's what he does. He's just about helping people. You know what I mean? And when you help more people, guess what? Your blessings are always going to come, right? So the fact that he wanted to help more people buy houses, he started introducing me to Bishop Warren, who's over how much churches? Over 40 churches. He's over, right? He introduced me to 5 people, and in 1 week we did over $30,000 in business with a Zoom call and 1 meeting. A Zoom call with 5 people on it, right? Again, this business is life-changing. So I don't want anybody to take this information for granted. And normally, I would just run through this, but I want you guys to get this. I'm taking my time so you get it, because literally, it can change your whole life, right? So, next slide. So, all the services that you get access to, over 13 services, what is protecting your family and your future worth to you, right? If you were to go get these services individually, you're looking at $10,000 or $4,000 a month. With our service, it's only $188 to get started. It's a one-time $99 activation fee, $89 a month for your personal services, okay? Is that good or is that great? You guys don't sound too excited about that. All right? Is that good or is that great? All right? And we'll show you guys how we can actually, again, help the church. I'll talk to Pastor Gerald. I just have to say his name a couple more times and I'll get it. Pastor Gerald, and see how we can even help you guys more for the people that want to get started as customers. And then we'll talk about the business opportunity in a second. All right? Keep going, guys. Keep going. So go back 1 second. Here's a comparison table. You guys are probably familiar with Lexington Law, Sky Blue, creditrepair.com. So they offer credit restoration, but we all know they're not. Just so you guys know, Lexington Law is not even a law firm. That's just the name of the company. Okay? And a lot of people, they hear that and they're like, ooh, Lexington Law, they must be good. They must be legal, right? It's just the name of the company, right? And again, they drag out the process. So we offer credit restoration. You get a will, trust, power of attorney, credit monitoring, identity theft protection, debt elimination, and we also have an income opportunity to help you change your financial life. All right, next slide. We also have the YFL. That's the Youth Financial Literacy Program. We educate young people from the age of 8 to 18 on personal finance. They can also get scholarship money towards college if they're a high school senior or college freshman. A month ago or 3 weeks ago, we gave away over $250,000 to high school seniors and college freshmen all across the country. One kid won as much as $25,000. How many people here realize that your biggest bill outside of your mortgage or your car note is your student loan? And that's why most people get out of school, they go get a job right away because they got to start paying bills, right? And they just give up on all their goals and all their dreams to pay bills. Drive every morning. It's so funny, this guy called me this morning. He's like, man, I look at you, you all over the place. You're never home. I'm like, you're never home either. And you're still struggling. I'm never home because I choose not to be home. I'm doing this because I'm helping people, right? But when you understand, like, if you have the ability to, not to spook any of you guys or anything, but, you know, I like to tell people that if you're talking to people and once you start talking about money, they start getting funny, you need to get new friends. Because if your friend's not talking about money, because everything that we need, the fact that we're even in this room, you know what it costs? It's money. Somebody has to pay the bill. Somebody has to pay the light, right? So we can help you put yourself in a position where just the fact that you're in my way, you can make some money. You guys caught that? Right? So it's really, really important, guys. I mean, the type of money that we're able to generate with this business on a weekly basis, some people even see it in a year. In a year. I'm talking about, again, this is not to boast or brag, but just to impress upon you what's possible. I was sharing with him this morning, I had a gentleman in Chicago, he found me on Instagram. I went out to Chicago just to help him build his business. He spoke to 18 people. They all said no. I said, let me talk to them. He said, bro, they said no. Let me talk to them. He got mad. He put me on the phone with all 18 people. 17 of them got started. Right? One of them decided to be an agent, which was his pastor. All his friends and family said no. They came on board as clients. His pastor got started as an agent. His pastor is now a 6-figure earner. His pastor drives a car paid for by the company. The gentleman, when I met him, he didn't even want to come up to the front of the room and introduce me. He was that shy. Now he's earning over $40,000 a month. Not a year. A month. No college degree, actually got kicked out of college. And just literally, in his first 30 days, he made $10,700. In 7 months, he made $100,000. Guys, 56 million people have a 599 credit score or lower. California being one of the highest states where people with bad credit is California, followed by Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. How do I know this? So I want you guys to understand the magnitude of the opportunity that you have. Anybody here speak Spanish? Speak Spanish? Can you guys like go home with me so I can learn some Spanish? Please, like I'm mad I didn't pay attention to Spanish in school now. Like I literally took German so I can just get out of college. I'm so mad because if I could have speak Spanish, God, it's such an unprecedented opportunity for the Spanish community because one, they need the service. Two, we don't even have a Spanish vice president yet. The average vice president is earning anywhere between, and again, I want you guys to have an open mind. The average vice president in our company is earning anywhere between $15,000 to $25,000 a month. A month. And we have people that's doing this in 2 months. We have somebody that's about to do it in a month. Just going out there and putting in the work. Right? Again, the young lady just said, fit without work is what? Dead. You have the information. What are you going to do with it? How many people are you going to tell about it? You just never know who that person is connected to. You are literally 3 people away from the person that you really want to meet. And again, with this opportunity, we have so much testimonies that you guys are going to see. I mean, once you guys get started, because I already know you guys are going to get started, you will see in the next couple of days how much people we actually going to promote to vice president. And you guys are just going to be like, I can't sleep over the next couple of days. When you really, really understand the magnitude of this business, right? So, next slide. So what we're going to do is just switch gears a little bit. Again, if anybody have any questions, just write down your questions, all right? Because I'm going to have your questions answered and everything, right? So what we're going to do is just switch gears a little bit, next slide, and jump into the career opportunity. So how many people do you guys know today control the income, their schedule, advancements, benefits, retirement, and future? How many people in the room do that, control that? You guys control all this that I have here? All right, so let me just give you guys some statistics here real quick. Finish at 40. These are some headlines from magazines. Finish at 40, 50 and fired. Where did my career go? Liable to retire. These are questions that people asking themselves on a daily basis. Again, the average American changes job 12 times over the course of their career. So you either just left a job or you're about to head somewhere else. Because companies don't care about you. All they care about is their bottom line. So when you become 40 and 50, guess what they're going to do? You have way too much responsibilities for them, for the money that you're asking. We're going to hire somebody that's 24, fresh out of college, and pay them a fraction of what we were paying you. We're going to run them for 15 years, and we just do it again. How much are you costing me? It's a lot cheaper than to hire somebody that's 24, 25 to train them rather than you paying you $100,000 a year. Because that person will be able to learn a lot faster and they have more time with them. Make sense? It's all about cutting costs. It's so funny. When I walked away from my job, 2 weeks later, 36 people got fired. Company said they're downsizing. That's 36 people that wasn't preparing for anything. 36 people that had the rug pulled from underneath them. Now they had to go figure it out. You know, people always say, oh yeah, I'm cool with my job. But what about when your job is not cool with you? What happens then? People are, you know, it's kind of funny, you know, even like with a government job. Yeah, I got a government job. And then the government shut down and you can't even get paid. It's no security. I want you guys to understand there's no job security. There really isn't, right? But you can literally partner with this company, provide some services that people actually need, because you realize that people are always making bad mistakes with their credit every day, right? You provide a service that they need. We teach you what to do. You're not doing it yourself. We have in these meetings. We have in seminars all across the country to help you guys. Again, Sacramento is wide open. Don't make me move here. Because I will. Right? I just have my buddy right here. And we're going to do some Rosetta Stone with me. I'm going to learn some Spanish. I'm going to teach him the business. And guess what? Watch what happens in 90 days. You guys have no idea. And I'm telling you, listen, I'm telling you guys right now. A lot of you guys in this room are going to say, he actually said that was going to happen. And you didn't take advantage of the opportunity. I'm telling you right now because I know what I'm about to do. Right? So, guys, you know, it's all about putting yourself in a position to win. In life, your whole life is based on opportunities. The ones you take and the ones you don't take. Your whole life, opportunities. You know, when I was moving to the United States, you know what? All my friends told me I was going to fail. They laughed at me because I used to give a lot of trouble when I was younger. You know, I got a soccer scholarship. I'm getting in fights, all kind of crazy stuff. And I made my mind up, though, that I'm going to get this degree. When I got here, 3 months into my scholarship, the coach took a job at a different college. The new coach came in. Anybody ever got a scholarship in school? Anybody? Okay, cool. So you guys understand that your money is not really your money. Like, they can give it to somebody else just because they can do it. So this coach gave my scholarship money to somebody else. Guess what I had to do? Go back to Grenada. I had two options. Go back to Grenada or find a job on campus. The library wasn't hiring. The kitchen wasn't hiring. But the janitorial position was open. So imagine being the captain of your soccer team in a college and having to clean toilets to pay your way through college. You see, if I went back to Grenada, guess what? Everybody would be like, oh, he failed. Hey, welcome back. I had to clean toilets. I remember the first day I went to work, I literally cried. I'm like, I didn't come to America to clean no toilets. But guess what? I realized at that point in my life, like I had to do that. And a lot of times people see your success, but they don't know what you've been through. They don't know the story how you actually got here. And the guy who was actually training me to clean toilets and, you know, mop floors and all that stuff, buff rooms and all that stuff, he came into the room. After an hour, I literally sat in the stall and cried for an hour. Like, I felt like, yo, I didn't come to America to clean toilets. That's what I keep saying in my mind, right? I came on a soccer scholarship. And he walked in there, and he heard me crying. He knocked the door. I came out. He was like, what's going on? And I started explaining to him. He brought me into a computer room, and he said, let me show you something real quick. So I didn't know this guy from Adam. He said, I got into an altercation with my wife. She walked out the door. I slammed the door. The door flew off the hinge and hit her on her arm. He had a PhD degree. He lost his job. He was a teacher at Iowa State University. She called the cops. He got arrested because she had a laceration on her shoulder from the door swinging off. He lost his job. The only job he could have got was to clean toilets. And when he shared that story with me, I was like, well, thanks for making me feel good about myself. And me and this guy became so cool. He was a Caucasian gentleman. I would literally go to Grenada to play in the summer, and he would make sure that when I come back, I had a check. He would sign me in as if I was there every day, just so I can pay my bills when I get back when I used to go to school in Iowa. And again, a lot of times, you know, just how God just works in mysterious ways sometimes, you know what I mean? Like how he came into my life and how he shared that story with me. But guess what? When I finished college, when I got my bachelor's degree, they asked me what job experience I had. I put janitor in there. The girl in my first interview, she said, what does that have to do with the job? I said, you don't know this yet, but I would outwork everybody in this room. You will never have somebody that works as hard as me. As a matter of fact, just give me 3 months in this job, and I'm going to be your #1 producer. In 3 months in that job, #1 producer. So much so that they gave me a raise right away from $38,000 to $44,000, but that's still not a lot of money, right? When you really think about it, $40,000, you're still living in the hood. I'm just being real with you guys, right? I want you guys to understand because I'm coming from a real place. Like me and my wife was making about $80,000, but guess what? We were still in the hood. People were still breaking into our place. We had to get out of there. So you're thinking like, you know, you're walking around, a lot of people, you know, statistically over 73% of the population don't even make $36,000 a year. And I'm telling you from somebody that does taxes. Like I probably have 5 or 6 people that actually earn $100,000 a year. We have 8,000 clients. You guys get what I'm saying? So a lot of times you see all the glitz and the glory of the glamour of, you know, like Miami and all these places. A lot of people are struggling silently. Not understanding that they could literally turn their backs on their job that's keeping them in poverty, go somewhere. Because here what? Anybody got a manager at their job? A supervisor? Are they ever going to teach you everything they know? Absolutely not, because you're going to replace them. But guess what? I'll teach you guys everything that I know about this business, because guess what? The more people I help is the more successful I become by default. The more people you help is the more people the more you win. You guys get what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Right? So I'm saying this because I want you guys to really, really get it. Right? Next slide. So welcome to Hybrid Marketing, where corporate America meets entrepreneurship. So the company took the best of corporate America, the structure. You have a team of people that's working behind you while you have, how many people here does real estate? No one? Okay, one person. All right, I'm going to get to that in a second. Next slide. So how do we earn income? We have 2 divisions. You can develop corporate accounts by establishing personal clients through our program. You can also do business development where you can recruit and train a nationwide sales organization, which is primarily what we do. Guys, I've built a business with over 16,000 people. I knew one when I got started. I literally walked into people's offices, real estate agents, mortgage brokers, tax professionals. And from those people, they introduced me to other people. You guys get what I'm saying? How many people have somebody that does their taxes? Nobody here does their taxes? How many people in the room have somebody that does their taxes? How many people know a real estate agent? How many people that know somebody that's selling a car? How many people that know somebody that owns a furniture store? That's all people that can be in your business. They've been leveraging you for years. Now you have the opportunity to leverage them. Because you know what they have? And people say, well, I'm busy. Well, busy people are the best people. Because busy people are in front of what? People. That's the best people. Right? Next slide. So think about corporate accounts. Think about industries that require creditworthy clients. Again, real estate agents, mortgage brokers, car dealerships, all these people have clients with bad credit. Guys, you're a real estate agent. Every 10 people that you talk to buy a house, 7 of them got bad credit. Probably even 9 of them. That's a fact, right? So just imagine as a real estate agent, you're making $100,000 a year. Imagine if you're able to sell 2 or 3 more houses more a month. What's going to happen to your income? And even as a real estate agent, you guys realize that most real estate agents don't sell houses, right? Most of them don't even sell a house. But they just have a real estate license saying, I'm a realtor. Right? But now, as a real estate agent, you can partner with our company. All these clients that's coming to you with bad credit, you help them with their credit. Now you create your own pipeline of clients that's getting their credit fixed so you can eventually walk them through getting approved for a mortgage. Which is why so many real estate agents join our company. Because they create their own pipeline. Now you're not turning somebody away. I remember when I was buying my first property, you know what the guy told me? Go fix my credit. I had a 520. I spent $2,500. The guy didn't do anything. That's $2,500 I lost. Right? But that's a $12,000 commission that he lost as well. Because I did get my credit fixed. And I did buy the property. You guys get what I'm saying? So you educating most real estate agents, what they're doing, they're posting a picture on Facebook, on Instagram. Hey, beautiful 5-bedroom house with 2-car garage. You got a pool in the back, da-da-da-da-da. And expect people to make a financial decision like that. But now as an agent, you can actually help them understand credit. You're educating them. Not just help them get a house for a 680. How about they get a house with a 740? Not only when they get that house, they can walk into a car dealership and get a car at little to no interest down. Or get access to different lines of credit that they would not have been able to prior to having a bad credit score. Make sense? Right? So you're really putting people in a position, again, to win. Right? People with bad credit, loan modification, debt settlement companies, bankruptcy attorneys, tax professionals. Anybody here does taxes? No one? We got one person. So I had a bankruptcy attorney that joined my team a couple months ago, and she didn't even know you can get a bankruptcy removed off her credit report. Ironically, she's the one putting it on there. Right? Tax professionals, guess what? As a tax professional, based on your clientele, you already have people that know, like, and respect you. Again, I want you guys to always think about who do you know as we're talking. Right? You might run into a tax professional, like I have a friend that has 17 tax offices. Liberty Tax Price, doing over 20,000 clients. Right? So just imagine they decide to come on board. That's people that already know them, like them, and respect them. Right? They have 3 months to earn as much money as possible during tax season. But guess what? They got to pay their bills for the rest of the year. They got different offices that they got to pay. They have their living expense, their lifestyle. You can just show them how they have the same customers and turn them into credit clients. And those credit clients are going to help you grow your tax office even more because they're going to start telling people about the credit. People come in, guess what you're doing? You're doing their taxes too. You guys see what I'm saying? All right, next slide. So every client that you sign up with a company, you earn $100. Everybody say $100. I know you guys probably thinking, well, I didn't come here to learn how to make $100. Right? But $100 is a lot of money. Because think in mind, if you make $100, you can make $1,000. You make $1,000, you can make $10,000. You can make $100,000, you can make $1 million. Right? Again, so much people with bad credit. There's no limit to the amount of people that you can actually enroll in this company. Whatever you do from Sunday to Saturday, you get a check on Thursday. Or direct deposit. Whatever you do from Sunday to Saturday, you get paid on Thursday. It's a week-by-week business. Okay? Now, next slide. Keep going. As an agent with a company, you sign up. You have the services. You sign up. Let's say, for example, in this example right here, how many people know at least 10 people with bad credit? 20 people. Like everybody around you is bad credit. Like you walk into a room with 20 people, guess what? 21 of them have bad credit, including yourself. Like, here's a quick story, right? I walked into a restaurant one time in Miami. It was like 17 people in there. And the music was kind of loud. I was coming from the gym, so I was wearing gym clothes. So I was like, hey guys, I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I help people with their credit. It doesn't matter what's on there. I can get it removed, da-da-da-da. Obviously, you guys are ordering your food right now, but if you want to talk to me, I'm just going to order my food, and I'm going to stand outside by my car if you have any questions. That's all I did. I stood outside. 7 people walked up and signed up, right? And I'm like, you don't want me to go to the gym wearing a suit, right? Right? So they came outside. They started asking me questions. I showed them my Instagram page, showed them different results. 7 people got started. 1 guy is actually a vice president now. He was a mortgage broker. And we started talking. He signed up as a customer on the spot. By the time I got to the house, he texted me. I was like, hey, I didn't tell you, but I have a mortgage company. And I have a lot of clients with bad credit. So he decided to come on board. Now he's a vice president. They're about to become regional vice president this month. Right? You see, a lot of times people don't understand that when you meet a brand new person, guess what it is? No. If you don't say nothing to this brand new person, guess what the answer is? No. But I could say something to her, and now I got a 50-50 chance. And that's what happened. About 70 people in the room, 7 came out, and of those 7 people, 3 of them actually got houses within that year. That was like a year and a half ago. Right? So again, you just never know what a person is going through. Obviously, people are not walking around saying, I have bad credit, even though I wish they have that now. Like, they need to do that. Like, you know, like you have some things, bad credit, just a sign pop up, bad credit, so you can actually get people signed up, right? So just based on this example, guys, if you sign up 3 people a day, that's $100 a day, $300 a day. You guys realize that's $9,000 in a month? 3 people a day, $9,000 a month. I have a friend that sells chicken on the side of the road. He makes at least $300 a day. People pass and they laugh. But when he finished, guess what? He packs up and he drives out west behind the fence. He got $1 million house selling chicken on the side of the road. He's an agent now, obviously. But you guys get what I'm saying? Like, most people don't even make $300 a day. That's $9,000 in a month just based on your personal production. Just imagine you can make $100 a day for yourself, though. $100 a day, that's $700 a week. Like when I was working construction, I was making $650 every 2 weeks. You guys understand what I'm saying? Most Americans don't even make $1,000 every 2 weeks. And I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm giving you guys facts. And you can join this company, turn around, oh, there's some ladies over here. Hey girl, how's your credit? Got bad credit?
No.
Oh, you don't? But you got to say yes.
But I don't.
Who got bad credit? I'm trying to show you guys something real quick. She's not cooperating here. Jeez. How's your credit, man? Okay, great. So, I have this company help people with their credit, let's get you started, right? Cool. But the point I'm trying to show you guys is that everywhere you go, you got people with bad credit. They're just not saying that. And guess what? The people that you see with the nice cars and the nice house, they need it more. Because you know why? When one bad thing go in their life, guess what happens? Everything just follows. One bad thing go in their life, everything follows. They got bankruptcy, foreclosure. They probably have 3 bankruptcies on there. I'm telling you, don't judge a book just by its cover, right? Don't be scared to say something to people either, because you just never know. Obviously, you don't want to go, hey, your credit bad in front of people. I'm just talking about a conversation, especially for women. It's so much easier for a woman to do the business than a man. If I walk up to this gentleman as a brand new man, as a stranger, he'd be like, this dude trying to sell me. What he trying to sell me today, right? But guess what? A young lady walks up to another young lady. Hey, how you doing? Nice hair tie. Okay, cool. Where you from, girl? Cool. Yeah, I'm just here, I just came from a meeting real quick. That's a girl talking to a girl, by the way. I'm just trying to impersonate that. So yeah, I just came from a little meeting, whatever, my little credit business and whatnot. We taking off here in California and da-da-da-da. Oh, you know anybody with bad credit?
Yes, I do.
You do? You yourself got bad credit, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys see what I'm saying, right? With women, it's like easy, and they don't even realize that. Because like, how many people get their nails done? Ladies. Right? Guess what? You refer people to that nail shop, right? They ever send you a check? No. Guys, you get your hair cut, right? You send your friends over, go check on my barber. They send you a check? Absolutely not. This company sends you a check. Not just a check or direct deposit. just for referring other people that needs help just like you need help. How simple is that? Like, think about a mortgage broker, right? Who do you think makes more money, the mortgage broker or the real estate agent? Who do you guys think makes more money, the mortgage broker or the real estate agent? Obviously the broker. Because guess what? The broker has a bunch of real estate agents under him. He gets 30% of every single thing that they do. So you have the ability to have the same thing happen in your life. By going out there and incorporating the business with other people that needs the services or might have a business that has clients, right? So they either have clients or they have employees. Like his brother, 3,000 employees that he's about to write a check for everybody to get their credit fixed. He's about to write a check, guys. Like, he's about to write the check for the whole company, for everybody to get their credit fixed. That's how big this is. But I just told you guys, he's the one writing the check, right? So it's just a huge opportunity. So keep going. So you earn $100 per client, and you also earn $12 a month residually. So the client pay $100, they pay $188, you earn $100. That client following month, they make their payment for their services, you pick up $12 on every single person that you enrolled. Right? You guys with me so far? Right? Keep going. So the first thing that you want to do is strive for 5. Why? Everybody says strive for 5. You're an agent, you strive for 5, you have 5 customers, guess what you just did? You just earned $500, right? But with your 5 customers, all your services are free now. So as an agent, you're not paying that $89 anymore because you have 5 people. Whether it's 5 customers or 5 agents, it doesn't matter, right? Keep going. So income potential, if you sign up 5 customers per month, that's $500, right? That's the extra $500. How many people can do that $500 right now? I mean, whoever, you guys bougie over here. $500 is not a lot of money? You guys, let me just say something to you guys real quick. Do you guys realize that in 2008, the average American didn't have $275 to stop their house from being foreclosed? Or to stop their car from being repossessed? $500 is a lot of money. That can help you pay off some bills. We're not talking about you trying to go splurge now. Right? Because that's what happens to a lot of people. When they get increase in money, they go spend on stuff that they don't need. And just create more debt for themselves. We're talking about helping you become more financially savvy. So an extra $500 coming in because you sign up one client a day, over a week, that's the extra $500 that you can put towards paying off a debt. Or now you have some bill you can pay. 5 customers a week, that's extra $2,000. Who can do the extra $2,000 right now? Guys, that's $12,000 in a year, right? Keep going. 10 customers a week, that's an extra $4,000. Who can do the extra $4,000 right now? Who can do the extra $4,000 right now? I'm just going to ask again. Because you see, here's the thing about a lot of people, right? They want money, but they'll never say they want money. Like, if you want something, you got to act like you want it. First thing you got to do is raise your energy. We're in a church today, and you guys being bashful about money, and you guys want to help the church so you can contribute more to the church. But guess what you need? Money. Stop being bashful. Because, again, everything that we need money to do it. You want a nice car, you want to have a nice... You want your kids to go to a nice school, you want them to have nice clothes. If nobody's giving it to you, you have to get it. It's money. So whoever told you, guys, money is a tool, it's neutral. It's all about whose hand the money is in. You need money. You got to act like it. You got to really raise your energy towards money. And that's why I say if your friends ain't talking about money, you need some new friends. I'm telling you guys. All right? People that are successful, the conversations is just different. It's never about money, but you always lead to making more money. I'm going to say that again. It's never about money, but you always lead to making more money. Okay? So, keep going. 20 customers, you're looking at over 100,000 a year. Guys, you don't even need 20 customers to make 100,000 a year because we're not teaching you to be salespeople. We're teaching you how to build a business. Right? The mortgage brokers, the real estate agents, they already have thousands of clients with bad credit. I was just telling you about the gentleman from last night. I bought a Jaguar a couple weeks ago for my wife, right? The guy that sold me the car, he was like, what do you do? Because I had to show him the financials, and I'm telling him about the business. I'm like, okay, this is what we do in a week. And he's like, he thought I was joking, right? And he called me last night. He was like, okay, I'm ready to do this. Because we denying 120, anywhere from 100 to 150 people a week with bad credit. That's 400 people a month, sorry. And he put me on the phone. He said, I got 27 people ready to go. I'm like, you got 27 people yourself, or you got 27 people all together? He said, no, I got 27 people ready to go. Real estate agents, mortgage brokers, other people that sells cars, they're ready to go. And those 27 people got like 2 or 3 people themselves. I got on a conference call, 86 people on the call. We got off the conference call. He said, hey, I want you to talk to this guy real quick. Westlake Financial, which is the largest financial subprime lender in Miami, the owner of the company on the phone. He was like, yeah, we deny about 5,000 people a week. A week. With bad credit. Over 5,000 people. So he signed up as well. Guys, success leads clues. When you see other successful people doing stuff, just follow what they're doing. Like, it's really that simple. Just follow what they're doing and you yourself are going to become successful. All right? Next slide. So Paul Getty said it's better to get 1% of 100 people's effort rather than 100% of your own. Again, you know, the education system taught us to go to school, get a degree, and your degree is going to take care of you, right? But we all know that system is broken, right? Next slide. So as an agent, you get started, you sign up an agent, you help them get 2 customers. The company will pay you anywhere from 100, keep going. You pick up $100. So again, you sign up, you get one customer, a customer, you get paid $100. Every agent that you sign up in the company, you get paid anywhere from $100 all the way up to $550. You guys with me? All right, so you sign up an agent, help them get 2 customers, $100. The first promotion in the company, keep going, Sla, is a field trainer. How do you achieve that? You help them get 2 agents, 2 customers. Now you're a field trainer. Now you start earning $160. When you sign up an agent, you help them get 2 customers. You guys with me so far? All right? That's the most important title in the company, though, because that's how you build your business. Everybody that comes on board, 2 agents, 2 customers. You're a field trainer. 2 agents, 2 customers. You're a field trainer. You keep it simple. People duplicate simple. Right? Next slide. The next promotion. By the way, any field trainers in the room? Any brand new agents? Brand new agents? All right, let's just give them a hand real quick. Field trainers? Any field trainers? Senior field trainers? Oh, you got one here. Let's give them a hand real quick. We have any sales directors in the room? Let's get to that in a second. Hold on. So senior field trainer, now you're getting paid $240 when you sign up an agent, you help them get 2 customers, right? The next promotion, sales director. The average sales director, you should be earning anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 a month, right? That's average. You sign up 3 agents in a week, that's 380 times 3, that's $1,140. Help them get 2 customers, right? If you're not doing that, then you just need to go harder, right? Because it's possible. We had a sales director in our team, a couple sales directors that's doing over $15,000 to $25,000 a month. Facts. Okay? Again, I'm not trying to scare you guys with numbers, but it's needed, right? Because sometimes you just need to think bigger, right? So as a sales director, you're getting paid $380 when you sign up an agent and you help them get 2 customers, right? Next slide. So guys, I'm just going to run up here real quick. As an agent with a company, when you get started, you could earn anywhere from $100 all the way up to $550. You guys with me? It just depends on the rank that you are in the company, right? So sales directors, just raise your hand real quick. Sales directors, so let's get them a hand real quick. We got a couple sales directors. Regional sales directors. 1, 2. So sales director, that's $10,000 in business. Regional sales director, $25,000 a month. Executive sales director, anyone? We got somebody that's about to be one, though. All right? Guys, that's people that's right here in your neighborhood. But let me just ask a question real quick. Did you know me before?
No. And I found you on Instagram.
Okay. She found me on Instagram. Will you guys be posting your pictures of your kids and stuff? Okay.
So, like Ashton said, I found him on Instagram. I've been watching him for 3 months. And I'll actually go back, say 6 months prior to that, I actually paid somebody $2,500 cash to do my credit. And they ran off with it. They didn't fix anything. But I knew it was for me. I knew I needed to get my credit done. So I started following him, wasn't sure about the company, did my research, and then finally I seen a post about getting your credit done, but also the business opportunity. And at that moment, I jumped on the call and I was ready that night. So it's been 2 years for me. So, yes.
So where do you live, by the way?
What do I do? Oh, where do I live? I'm in Thomas, Sacramento.
And I'm in Miami, by the way, right? So I want you guys to see the power of this. Like, Shakira, when was the first time we met, though?
Vegas.
Which was?
February.
February. So for 2 years, been helping her build a business over the phone. We just met 3 weeks ago for the first time. You guys understand what I'm saying? Right? So you have an opportunity. It doesn't matter where you are. It's all about you plugging in, getting the train, and she was just kind of doing it like haphazardly. Here and there, signed up a couple people. No, she came to the convention. She's serious about it. You guys get what I'm saying? And then we have this young lady right here. You already hit regional?
Sheila.
You already hit regional?
Today.
Today. So let's congratulate her real quick, all right? So just share your testimony real quick.
So I started in August. I wasn't taking it serious. I had already fixed my credit, so I had that $189 payment went through, and I was like, wait a minute, why am I paying $89 a month? I know plenty of people with bad credit, so I took it seriously. Haven't looked back, haven't had to pay another $89, and I'm climbing by the day.
Awesome. All right. So I just show you guys, how many of you want to make some money? Okay, cool. Let me show you guys how to make some money. I just showed you guys how you earn when you sign up an agent and you help them get 2 customers. But you also get paid when your agents start building their team. You guys want to see what that look like? All right, so 3 people come to the front of it real quick. 3 people. All right, just stand right here. So everybody can see. You can come actually too if you want. That just makes it looks better, right? So I need somebody to help me because I'm... All right, cool. So let's say, for instance, you become a sales director, right? Right? You're a sales director. Now you're getting paid $380 when you sign up an agent and you help that person get 2 customers. Whether you got the customer yourself or they get the customers themselves, you get paid $380. Every customer you enroll, you have 70 days to move them. They're in your back office. You get paid $100, but you have 70 days from the day they got started to move them under one of your agents, right? So you just sign up 4 agents in your business. You're a sales director, right? Somebody take out a calculator real quick. I'm going to have my new Spanish friend here who's going to teach me Spanish because I'm taking him in Miami with me because I need to learn some Spanish. I'm so mad I didn't pay attention to Spanish in school. So $380. Now the company says you get paid $380 when you sign up an agent and help them get 2 customers. Let me ask you guys a question. If you have the ability to write your own check, are you going to write it small or big? Big. So are you going to wait for that agent to get the customers or are you going to get the customers yourself? Get them yourself, right? So when you become a sales director, you want to have as many referral sources as possible. Real estate agents, mortgage brokers. They may not want to do the business, but they got clients that need to get their credit fixed. You just want the clients. Because as fast as your clients come in, you got your agents coming in, you can just put customers under them and get paid. So 380 times 4 is how much? 1520. Write that down for me. Okay? Now, you're building a business, so people will get excited. That's 1520 in a week, by the way. Right? Not in a month, not in 2 weeks, in a week. Whatever you do from Sunday to Saturday, you get paid on Thursday. Right? Now, you just earned 1520. You know what most people will do? Oh, I just earned 1520. I'm living. Now realizing that's when you got to go harder. Right? So your goal now is to help your people win. You got to make them realize that it's real too. You just got to check, but if you help your people win, guess what? They're not going to do the business. So the goal now is to help, what's your name, ma'am?
Trina.
Trina? Raymond? Andre. And David do what? Win. So they got to get 2 agents and 2 customers, right? So she's an agent. So she signed up an agent, helped them get 2 customers. How much money she's going to get paid? It's up there, guys. You can actually cheat in this class. It's right there. How much she going to get paid? She's an agent. $100, right? Because she's an agent. She's not a higher title yet. So she picked up $100 for that agent that she just signed up and the second one. So that's $200, right? I want you guys to pay attention here. So you got 4 brand new people in your team. You have to help each of them do what? Become what? A field trainer. 2 agents, 2 sales, right? So that's 8 people that's joining your team, right? So as a sales director, the fact that you're the one that got them started, it's now 380 minus 100, which is how much? 280. So now 280 times 8. Write that down for me. 2020-40 plus 1520 is how much? 3760. Do you guys want that in a month? Do you guys that one in a month? In 2 weeks or in a week? Guys, we have people doing that in a week, in a day. We got people that's doing like 10 times that in a week or in a day. I want you guys to understand, all you're doing is, you guys realize that a lot of people need to get their credit fixed, right? You also, one, the company pays. I'm telling you, you guys, you ever missed a check? You ever missed a check? You ever missed a check, sir? You don't even know what you're doing and you're getting checks. I'm just telling you guys what. Listen, his brother introduced me to 5 people, right? He called me the next week. He's like, Ashton, what'd you do? I'm like, what do you mean?
When he first started getting the checks, they were 40, 60. All of a sudden, it's $2,000 check because he was just giving it to his wife. He said, here, baby, you just take that. And she was taking them and going to the store. When $2,000 checks started showing up, so they started, they have to now decide who gets the money because when it was just 40, he was giving it to his wife, so it was funny.
Right? So he called me, he's like, what'd you do last week? I'm like, what do you mean what I do? He introduced me to 5 people. I just been working. I'm trying to get to know who they know. Right? So in 1 week, we did $27,000 in business with 5 people that introduced me. Here's the crazy part. Only 2 people did something. Pastor Hillard and Bishop Patterson. That's the only 2 people. Out of the 5 people, I did a Zoom call. 6 people got started. I'm like, okay, I'm coming to Mississippi. I jumped on a plane, went to Mississippi. They had like 17 people. Everybody got started. Either a customer or agent, right? I went to Houston. I spent 1 day in Houston. And I'm like, I'm not going to go back to Miami because I think the guy wanted me to come back to Mississippi. So I just spent an extra day. Sure enough, the guy called me. He's like, hey, can you come to Tupelo? I didn't even know where that was, right? I just showed up. I did a presentation, $10,000 in business, right? Pastor Wintrick got a check for $2,300. This week he might get like $3,700. He hasn't done a thing. I'm serious. All he did was introduce me to people. And I started working with him because guess what? You might be busy, but they're not. It's all about who you know or who you don't even know, you haven't even met yet. Like I was just walking on the street one day and I just met this guy. He was like, yeah, I own this real estate company right here. I'm like, what? Let's talk. You guys get what I'm saying? You just never know who you're dealing with. So you guys, that's just sales director. $380. What do you think happens as a regional sales director? Or a vice president? You guys see how you can make a lot of money with this business? Again, keep in mind, all you're doing is helping people launch their business, help them get their 2 agents, 2 customers. So she gets a check. Now what happens when you get that check? She'll get excited, let me just say.
Then the person who recruited me gets a check, right?
So it's, you guys understand that it doesn't matter. Like I tell people, look, just put me in front of people. You don't have to know nothing. I'll explain it to them. They get started, guess who gets a check? You. But eventually you get so much checks, you'll be a duck not to try to learn this thing. You guys get what I'm saying? Because it's one thing to hand a man a fish, but like I'm teaching you how to fish so you can get your own checks. Because just like I took the time to learn the business, and it's not nothing crazy, guys. We have conference calls every day. We have meetings. We can start a meeting right here. Have people come out. We educate them about credit. Again, I can knock this thing out in 35 minutes. I'm just taking it a little longer so you guys can really get it. Because this is like the first time you've even seen this information. Right? So that's just, those people come on board. What's your name again? Raymond come on board. He signs up his 2 agents, 2 customers. He get paid $300. You think he's going to get excited? Of course. This gentleman does the same thing. Everybody's getting excited. Again, you make your money, but that's cool. But you got to help your people make their money too. So they sign up agents. They're building a team. Just like a mortgage broker will sign up 20-something real estate agents. Just like a tax office. Like I have 17 tax preparers. People are like, how you doing taxes and this business? I'm like, you see, most people, they get into business, but they feel like they have to do everything. That's not a business. That's a job. If you not physically there at your business and you're not earning money, that's not a business. That's a job. So I delegate. I build my business. I hired 17 people to do taxes. I teach them what to do. I have 3 people running my 3 offices. I just pop up. Sometimes I show up and they're like, yo, you remember this place? Of course I remember it. I did it on purpose. You guys get what I'm saying? So I can put my time and energy into this. Because the type of money that I make in taxes, that's guaranteed money. See, most people make money and they forget about other streams of income. Like that money's going to come in anyway. But I understand with this business, the type of money I make in taxes, I can do the same thing with this business every month. I'm not talking about $30, guys. You guys get what I'm saying? And if you speak Spanish, like I'm your best friend right now. Like you don't even understand, like I swear, sometimes I try to get people to really understand this, and it kills me when people don't realize the magnitude of this opportunity. And again, somebody's going to not take advantage of it and say, he said that. That guy with the dreads said that. One of you guys are going to come to the meeting one day, and all you're going to see is a bunch of Audis and Mercedes out front. Or Cadillacs. I'm telling you, every single way I went and I said it, it happened. I'm yet to meet somebody that's going to outwork me. I want you to outwork me. You know why? Because you outworking me, guess what? You're creating a life of success that you didn't even realize you're doing. I'm just forcing you to become better than who you are right now. That's it. And that's this business. It's just about helping other people. You guys have heard crazy stories about people getting their credit fixed. Guys, in the last 3 weeks, I made like $130,000. In the last 3 weeks. And again, I'm not saying this to brag or boast, just to let you guys know what's possible. I'm that guy that got his lights turned off on. I'm that guy that lost everything. I had to move into my in-laws' house. Anybody ever had to experience that? Guys, it's like the most degrading thing for a man. But guess what? I just kept moving forward. For the first 3 months, everything is cool. Right after that 3-month point, they put up the sign on the fridge. Don't drink my juice. Don't eat my food. I'm like, that's not food, man. That's chips. You guys get what I'm saying? But the reason why I take my time with people, because I don't want people to think that, I'm somebody special. I just got tired of losing. I got tired of my mom calling me and be like, oh, I can't help you this week. Call me back in 2 weeks. Now, money's not, listen, I get paid. I don't even pay attention to it. I'm just focused on helping. Who else can I help become a success story? Like this young lady right here, like I don't even know her until I met her like 3 weeks ago, but we talk on the phone all the time. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, look, you need 3 agents. Whatever I tell her to do, she just does it. And it reflects, she gets the check and she's like, oh, let's go. Her boyfriend got started. He's now a sales director. He's in a position to kill it. If you got anybody here married or boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Like, guys, this is an unprecedented opportunity. Unprecedented. Everywhere you go is people with bad credit. All you're doing is helping them, get them started. You walk them through the process. They get started. The company takes over. You get all the praises on social media for it. Thank you for helping me with my credit. I didn't do nothing. You guys see what I'm saying? So you guys see you can earn some great money with a company. All right? You guys can have a seat right now. All right, next slide. We're almost done. So again, keep going, because that one takes a little while. As you're building your business, you have agents all across the country. You know, this is what it will look like. It takes a little while. You're looking at $5,000 a month just as a sales director. Keep going. Keep going. If you do that once a month, that's $5,000. Once a week, you're looking at $20,000 a month coming in. If you're just helping people, just get their 2 agents, 2 customers, right? Just continue building. Keep going. Strive for 5. Once you have 5 people, all your services are free. You help everybody get their 5. Their services are free. Guess what happens? Keep going. You have 19,000 people in your organization just based on this example. This is just to get you guys to think a little bigger. 5 people get 5, that's 125. 125 get 5, 625. You guys get it, right? Keep going. You be earning, keep going, 19,000 people in your organization. Keep going, sir. $75,000 a month residually, meaning you're getting paid $12 every month or $3 every month on these clients, agents coming on board. 7,500 people. If you got that 90% wrong, or 750, but obviously you're going to stop at the bottom and start going up, right? That's how you build. I remember when I was at $12, $24. You keep building, right? You can never walk into your job right now and say, look, I want a 10% raise. But 10% raise might even be just like $2. Okay, we almost finished. Keep going. So we also have what's called FES R&R Club, and that's built into us rest and relaxation. Once you have 500 people in your organization, the company start paying you up to $600 a month towards an Audi, a Mercedes, or a Cadillac, right? $600 payment, that can go from $600 to $1,500. You can get a $10,000 bonus, $25,000, $50,000 bonus. You can receive a $5,000 monthly mortgage payment. When you hit the mortgage payment, the company also pays for a Bentley for you. Guys, I know all this might sound crazy, but I've already done that. Like, I'm living flesh of this is real. There's other people as well that's done that, right? Within 2 years. Some people been on the job 20 years, and they're still driving a car that they hate because of their credit score, right? You can also get a monthly retirement bonus of up to $25,000. So let's say, for instance, you earn $30,000, the company's going to match up to $25,000 and put in any investment vehicle of your choice. Stocks, bonds, real estate, whatever you want to do that money, or $100,000, $250,000 in bonus. That's $3 million in benefits for every agent. Keep going. Here are a couple people here with their cars, and initially it was just Audis. So a lot of people you'll see in the pictures have Audis, but now they open it up to Mercedes and Cadillacs as well. You can get, which is awesome. Next slide. Next slide. So it's $3 million. Guys, we have all the training and support. Keep going. We have all the training and support. We have online training, conference calls, local meetings, 1 to 3 day events, conventions. Keep going. This couple right here, they were mortgage brokers. They lost everything. They were able to rebuild their life, building a company. Keep going. He was a business owner. He got started. That's him with his car. He's from Minnesota. Keep going. Warren Barfield. Just keep going. That's just some examples of people. This young lady right here, she got started. Her credit went up 106 points in 30 days. She's now a vice president with a company. She lives in Washington. She's a vice president now. Keep going. This guy right here, when he got started, he literally had $1.09 left in his bank account. In 30 days, he made $10,700. In 7 months, he made $100,000. He's now doing over $30,000 a month right now. And his wife is also a vice president. Cha-ching. In one house. They moved from Chicago and bought a house in Atlanta. Okay? Next one. This young lady right here, she was a tax client of mine. She was making about $98,000 a year. I had her join the business for taxes for her to get write-offs. Now she's a vice president. She's also, she was able to retire as a nurse that she's been on for the last 20 years. She was making more money part-time as a nurse than she was doing as a nurse full-time with this business. Okay? Next slide. So decide a little bit of interest. You can provide some referrals. Keep going through this. Just keep going. Keep going. So to become an agent with a company is $288. It's a one-time $199 for the agency, $89 a month. And remember, once you have 5 clients, all your services are free. Next slide. You get all the training. You will learn how to acquire customers, how to sell a protection plan, how to manage a nationwide sales organization, the comp plan, how to become a successful leader. You're going to be learning from other people who are successful in this business on how you can become successful yourself. Like the young lady that I just give you guys an example of, the nurse, Alicia Gaines, I mentored her, but now she's mentoring her, right? So you just never know. And she lives in North Carolina. This young lady lives out here. How did you find Alicia? Instagram. On Instagram, right? Where you guys post food and stuff. Next slide. So once you're enrolled, you get your personalized website. As soon as you get started, you get your own website, back office, customer support, access to professional marketing materials, weekly pay. It is a business, so you get a lot of tax advantages. How many people realize that just because you have a home business, you can actually claim a loss for almost 3 years? How many people realize that you can actually get a lot of things written off just because you have a home-based business? How many people realize that the industry of home-based business has helped more people become millionaires than any other profession? You guys didn't realize that, did you? Right? Home-based business have created the most millionaires across the world. Okay, it's like the perfect business. Right? Keep going. So again, as the agent, you get all the services the clients get access to, plus $100,000 in life insurance that you don't need to do a medical exam for. Okay? Keep going. So think about how many people you know with less than perfect credit, don't have a will, trust, power of attorney, in real estate, looking for part-time, full-time work, who's frustrated with their current job, who's looking to become financially free. Who here wants to become financially free, first of all? You guys got to get excited about that, though. Like, you know, again, high energy equals high income. After you make the money, then you can chill. Right? Next slide. So you have yourself, you have your contacts. Just run through this. You have yourself, you have your contacts. You have a rapport with them, but they may not respect you. But guess what? You always can edify someone else. Right? And it's so much easier to talk about somebody than talk about yourself. You guys get what I'm saying? So even though you may not have all the information, how many people know Oprah Winfrey? How many people know Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil, Oprah introduced Dr. Phil to the world. Was he already in business? Absolutely. But she gave him credibility. You guys get what I'm saying? It's kind of like the situation with Wintrick. Anthony introduced me to Wintrick because I helped Anthony with his credit. Wintrick became a believer because he was Anthony's boss indirectly. Wintrick introduced me to Pastor Warren. Just because Pastor Warren and Wintrick have a relationship, Pastor Warren now trust me. Pastor Warren introduced me to other pastors. They respect him. Him telling them about me, now they respect me. You guys see how it works? Right? And we're just helping each other build. Like Pastor Warren probably he didn't do nothing yet. I swear to God, he didn't do nothing yet. And he already done 30,000 in business. He didn't do nothing yet. He just introduced me to 5 people. That's it. Just to kind of get me out of the office. Keep going. So, again, it's $288 to become an agent, guys. Congratulations and welcome to the team. Awesome. So I don't know if anybody have any questions at this point. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask your questions. No question is a dumb question. We have a couple mics here. Check. All right. You just pass this. Sure. Who has a question? All you guys here?
Stand up.
I know your face. I didn't know you were in California.
So you mentioned about like paying your payment, like if you have a car payment, you said pay half in the beginning and half when it's due, before it's due. Does that work also for a house payment?
Any bills.
Okay.
Once you're paid before the time is due.
Okay, yeah. And that, does it bring the amount owed down or your not your credit score, but that?
Yeah, even like if you pay your bills, if you actually pay, let's say for instance you have a car note or a mortgage payment you paid earlier in the month, you look at the interest rate, it's a lot lower.
Okay.
Than it is closer to the actual day that is due.
Okay.
So more of your money is going towards the principal and not the interest.
Okay, and then another question, I have like 3, if that's okay.
No, go ahead.
So also, is there like a time frame where like when you sign up, do you have to get like a certain amount of people before a certain time?
Oh, no.
No.
No, for it to be free? No, like you can sign up one person per month. When you have that fifth person, then from that point it's free. But why would you want to do that though?
I'm just saying, like,
I'm just saying, yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Because somebody else might want to do that. So I'm just saying that it's not at you, it's at somebody else that's thinking that.
Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, and then you said about you're able to do tax deductible up to 2 to 3 years. What did you mean by that? When you're saying like you don't, as a homeowner, you don't understand.
No, as a with a home-based business, the government literally, you can claim a loss for 3 years, and that's not a problem.
What do you mean? Can you explain? Like a loss for, like.
Why are you trying to get me to get in trouble in front of everybody?
Well, because I'm curious. I want to know.
Okay, so as a home-based owner, as a business owner, you can claim loss for 3 years, legally. Right? Okay. What happens is, even though you made a profit, why would you want to say you made a profit?
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, great. That's a good question. So you just let's do an app, and then we can just put them in the system. Okay, go ahead.
I was wondering that if you sign up, or when you sign up for that, for this the FES protection plan membership, the $89, is that membership? Are you tied into that membership for like ever, or do you, or only until your credit is repaired, or I mean? If you're not an agent.
Okay, I'll answer your question. Anyone that actually want to become an agent, this guy's passing around here some flyers. Just get one from him so you can actually fill it out.
Can I answer that question?
Yeah, huh?
Can I answer the question?
Yeah, I was about to, but go ahead.
Why would you want to stop? What happened was a lot of people get in just to get their credit fixed, but when their credit jumps up, they're thinking, wow, why would I want to stop this? Why would I want to continue to help other people? I would keep it, me personally, I keep it just for the $100,000 life insurance policy. Because I had almost no insurance before I got into FES. I'll keep it.
No.
But no, you don't have to.
No, but my question is just because if I wanted
to
be an agent and I wanted to tell somebody this, I could say, hey, you don't have to be in it forever.
You don't have to, it's no contract. You can opt out at any time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no contract. And let's say, for instance, let's say you stop paying this month and you didn't pay for 5 months. All you have to do is just pay the $89 and you're back in. You don't have to pay the months that you didn't pay. And you're back in. Like I have people that, might be a financial situation in their life. They stop making a payment and then they come right back in. You have a question over here? Mike, over here.
It's kind of similar to what Pastor Kevin was saying. So the 89, I don't need them. So the 89 includes the life insurance?
For agents.
Oh, for agents.
Yeah, only for agents. That's the only thing the clients don't get, the life insurance. If you're an agent, you get the insurance policy. It's $89 a month as long as you want to use the service. But again, if you're an agent, you get 5 people, it's free for you. So why would you quit? You have all access to all the services. But as a client, if you get your credit up, and once you get your credit up and you decide, you know what, I don't want to use this anymore, of course you can. But now you just understand that when you do that, you're more susceptible to get your identity stolen. Because you don't have identity protection. Or you don't know how to get out of debt. So it's again, the program is designed to help you save money over time, not to just because it's 89. Because you guys, if you go and you get these services individually, again, you're paying $400 a month for them. I have a question over here. Mike?
I have the mic.
Okay.
It's me again. I just wanted to say I signed up through Chicago, and on the 4th, I've already got my 5 clients. I'm not paying the $89 a month. I was hitting the ground running. And not only that, we even, since my husband's credit score had improved, we even are house shopping right now because we weren't able to get a home loan through the VA system before, so now we're able to. So definitely, I'm just saying, definitely sign up. The agent, the company is just amazing. So I just want to let that know.
Awesome. She had a question right here.
She has a question, a good question.
Go Well, she got a question first. Let's just ask the question.
Just really quick, I just wanted to find out with the 288, can you just pay the 288 without getting the 5 people first to become an agent? Or
Yeah.
you have to have the 5 people under you?
No,
Which one?
you get started as an agent, you start building. And that's a mistake that people do. They feel like they have to get the 5 people. Like you building a business. You don't go to McDonald's and say, oh, you know what? I'm going to go get my customers first for my McDonald's franchise before I open a McDonald's franchise. You start the business, you get your 5 people, it's free.
Got it. And then the 100,000 automatically comes to you once you start?
Right. So when you start, it's 30,000. Over a year, it goes to 100,000. So it takes 3 months. At 3 months, it starts at 30,000.
Okay.
After a full year, you have 100,000. It doubles to 200,000 in the case of accidental death.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So I was just wondering, oh my God. So I was just wondering, I just clicked in my head that when the lady over here, she said that she got her 5 people, she doesn't have to pay $89 anymore. So it's just, so I was under the impression that you have to sign 5 people up every month to not have the 80. So it's
right,
just,
it's just 5 people. 5 people that's active.
it.
That's it.
And then your 89
5
is
people
paid
active
for,
and it's paid.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. You don't have to do 5 people every month. It's 5 people that's active. That could be 5 agents or 5 customers. It could be 3 agents, 2 customers. 5 people is free once those people are active. But even if you have, let's say one person drops up, just find the next customer. But again, a lot of people, they're doing this business, they hear 5 people is free, they're operating from a scarcity mindset. Like, why would you just want to have 5 people? I want to have 100 people. Exactly. Yeah,
so you advised that it was a home-based business. So what would be the tax filing? Are you responsible for your own sole proprietary, or is it a corporation? Or are you under your company?
So that really depends on you. You can file, you get a 1099 at the end of the year.
Okay, so
the company sends you a 1099.
Self-employed.
Yeah, self-employed.
Okay.
So you can have an LLC if you want to, whatever. Some people, different businesses, some people have corporations, some people have LLC, some people have sole priority, whatever, partnerships.
Okay.
It all depends on your financial situation, how you want to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and as far as the trademark incorporation, so say you do start that and you start to grow, you fall under all of your trademark, all of your company information, like as...
That's a good question. Actually, the company doesn't even want you using their logos. Okay. So you get a chance to brand you. Like, if you guys look on my Instagram, like, do I ever talk about FES? Absolutely not. I'm branded as if I'm the one doing it. So you can put Patty LaBelle credit up here, whatever. You get what I'm saying? And then when people come in, they just get the website from the company. That's your company that you're using.
So when you work with realtors, pastors, the big corporations, do they sign up as a, how do I want to say it? Like my pastor, for instance, would he sign up as an individual, as an agent like I would, or would he sign up the church, or how does that work? I'm not sure.
So what he would do is he would sign up as an agent. Some of them already have like corporations and stuff. So they might sign up their corporation, they sign up under their corporation as an agent, so that way the church can get income as well. It just depends on that specific person.
Okay.
But they are coming on board as agents, and then even within the church, like we have a pastor in Miami, their monthly expenses at the church is $200,000 a month, with bills, pastor's fees, all that stuff. He allowed all the pastors to be agents. They have 2 days a week to run the business.
Okay.
So they're using the business to generate income for the church and for themselves.
Okay. Thank you.
I have one more question in regards to just the overall.
You said that a while ago.
I did? Okay, I might have several. So just for me, I mean, as a business owner, a lot of people look at us already like this is multi-level marketing. So can we, like you're advising, change the name? And because my first question to you is going to be, why would you, making this amount of money, work for someone else, oppose having this your own?
I don't work for somebody. I use this business. The reason why I go so hard with this business because I'm literally buying properties every month.
Got it.
Like I'm using this as an income source.
Okay.
This, again, it's all about how you view things.
Okay.
Right? So I use the company as a channel so I can get the money that I want every single month. Every week, actually, I can buy a property.
Okay.
That doesn't get on social media.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But that's why I go so hard at this business, because the type of money I'm generated, not only that, like I have my tax business, right? Realizing that I was giving so much money away, I made $120,000 off of referrals, so I started my own real estate company.
Got it. So we don't have to advertise the FES?
You don't, and you don't want to.
Okay.
Because what that does, you're just going to send people to me.
Right.
Because when they search FES, guess who's going to come up? The guy with dreads.
If you look on my thing, it has Team Williams Fix My Credit. And I'm just giving you this information because I knew Ashton was going to be here. But I'm wanting everybody to come to Williams Fix My Credit. It's where I'm going to come.
Right. And you can just go to GoDaddy.com, buy a domain name, FreddieRepair.com, or whatever you want it to be, and they just have it forward to your FES website, because you don't have to go create your own website or anything like that. You have a company website that the clients have to sign up with anyway. So you can just buy a domain name for like a couple cents, a couple dollars, and then have that for a year, and then just forward it to your website.
I have a question. So the 289, if I become an agent, does that include my credit correction?
Yes, 288.
288.
When you become an agent.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, again, guys, as an agent, again, and that's why I take my time. As an agent, you get all the services the clients get access to. You get your credit work done as well. So you see that you want to participate just as a client, or you want to become a client and an agent? Because you're an agent of the company, a client as well. Yeah.
For the youth, teaching the youth.
Yeah.
What portion, I guess, once we become an agent, you will get that information, how to display that?
So as far as that is concerned, we have a trained person in that department that's going to, let's say, for instance, you want somebody to go to your church, or you want somebody to go to your school. Guys. She asked me a question somebody else might want to hear. So as far as the Youth Financial Literacy Program, there's you need to be at least an ESD to teach it.
Okay.
There's a program that you actually go through, and we go to different high schools, educating them about. That's actually how I got a mayor on board, and now he's a vice president. He was excited about the Youth Financial Literacy Program, so he can bring it to North Miami schools.
Yeah.
He didn't care anything about the money. No, he won't stop calling my phone because of the income that he's generated with his business.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's different aspects. Some people might be about making money. Some people might be about helping people. Some people might be about, the community. Some people about the facts. At the end of the day, we all need money. All right? Any other questions? So we have a couple computers. Whoever, I know that whoever's ready to get started, we can just walk you through the system, do a quick, get you going so we can actually take this thing to the next level. All right? I'm actually here, I'm just random like this. If you guys want, what today is? Sunday. Today's Sunday, right? Saturday. I don't even know what today is. So I'm here. I might just leave here either tomorrow or Saturday or Monday. So I don't have a flight yet. If you guys want, we can do a next meeting tomorrow. Just find a location and do a meeting. Just to help people realize. So we can just do a meeting tomorrow, invite people out, whether it be in the evening or whatever. Everybody that's signed up, bring your people. I'll do the explanation. Again, it's not going to be long. I'm just taking my time to get people to understand this. 30 minutes and I'm done. And people get started, we do a quick training, and I can jump on a flight back to Miami on Monday. You guys call.
Today is the last day of the volume month. I don't know if you want to speak to that, but to have one of the top income earners in the company.
You have a mic, you can use it.
Sorry, I'm not a mic person. Real quick, I just want to make sure you guys know what that means. Ashton is one of the top income earners in the company. For him to give his time and to say he's going to stay here, you guys have to take advantage. I drove 2 hours. I'm staying. And you have to do it.
Awesome. Well, that depends. If you want me to come somewhere else while we're having a meeting, I'm not coming because I got to be here. But if you can get people to the event, it depends. You can do a phone call, all depends. Here's something that we can actually do tonight. Tonight, we could actually do a webinar. Right? I can give you guys my webinar link. You just have to invite your people to the webinar. Whoever ready to get started, they get started with you. We can do an event tomorrow. We just find a place. I can pay for the hotel. We just need to get a room, get some people in the room. We do an event tomorrow. Shit, I can even stay here until it's Tuesday. I'm just saying, like, I don't have nothing to do. Like, I'm just trying to help you guys realize that this is not hard. All you got to do is just get people in front of me. It's that simple.
I think for some of these people that are visitors, y'all can figure out what you want to do. Like for me, when we brought you, it was for, you know, we want some increase, but we got to remember, too, that we also serve the Lord. So we want to keep that our main thing. And, man, if he's going to be here and he says it only takes that amount of time, then we're going to have to, like, really give him our attention, because a lot of times we got a lot of redundant stuff going on, some what ifs. But first thing, just get signed up and then get your credit going. And if you're going to be an agent, then we'll separate some separate time where you can invest like on the spot, not like when I get paid in 3 weeks. And, you know, just if you're going to do it now, we'll make some time. We can, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. But if you're signing up to be, if you know that you already know you're going to do this, then we could take some extra time, because I think they were scheduled to fly out tomorrow afternoon after coming to our service here. So I don't know. I mean, if you want them to go somewhere else.
What time is church tomorrow?
I made it, instead of 2 services, we got 10 a.m. So we'll be done by 12:30, you know, 1 o'clock, whatever. If you need to stay a couple more hours, we come back here. We don't have church service till night, till 6 o'clock.
So we can use here tomorrow again?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So all you guys got to do, whoever's
like
getting started, like, we could get the computers, like that computer back there. You just bring it up here for us, please. And then whoever's ready to get started, just get started. I'm here tomorrow. And like I said, I don't need to be anywhere right now, so I can stay here. All you guys need to do is just bring your people out. We get them going. I'll give you guys a quick training, and we just build.
That's good.
Because, again, here, this city right here is wide open. This young lady right here, I've been telling her that, and she finally get it. You know what I mean? And again, that's what I was saying. Anybody here speaks Spanish. Like, I need somebody to be attached to my hip.
We got a lot of Spanish speakers.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just not here right now, but they're Spanish.
What's your name, man? Chris. Oh. Huh? Oh, actually, you want to give a testimony real quick?
So I'm not a big speaker when it comes to big crowds and like that, but I do want to give credit to LT and Rob. We didn't know each other, and like he brought a comment earlier. It's not who you know now; it's who you can meet. And my thing is, I've been doing this for about 6 weeks now. I have another business. I do insurance, cars. Some of you guys, I see some familiar faces. I probably give some quotes out there before, but I'm not hitting it 100% like I should. And that's because I got to fix myself first. My credit was in a dump. Lights got shut off. Repossessions happen. Endless nights. So when I'm telling you it works, it works. And you got to be 100% committed to it and helping other people. My religion is my religion. I respect your guys' religion, but at the same time, it's about helping people. It's not just taking advantage of people. So I don't want to step on no one's toes here, because obviously you guys are all connected. I'm my own table here. But if you guys have any questions and you guys don't even enroll under me, I'm still one phone call away. I got my business card. I do insurance. I do everything. So it's not just about looking at monetary or anything like that. It's about networking and helping other people. So with that said, I have some money in my pocket. If you guys sign up under myself, and again, I'm not stepping on no one's toes here, okay? Because again, it's residual, okay? Yeah. So I have some money in my pocket. If you guys have any questions, you guys want to talk outside or anything like that, I got a business card. You guys can talk to me, DM me or anything like that.
Yeah, we at church, bro. We ain't trying to fish like that.
Right.
It's all good.
So, you know, I just want to explain something real quick. Whenever you go to an event and there's people at the event, whoever invited them out, that's who signs them up, right? It's not about, you know, trying to recruit people at the event. And this is not to be disrespectful to anybody whatsoever, but whoever invited them out, you go to an event because we all do business with integrity.
Thank you.
I want to know that if I send a person out here to a meeting and Pastor Rich is having the meeting, I can send them here and not have to worry about somebody trying to recruit them from the meeting. Because I'm sending them, I'm plugging them in. Hey, I got a meeting here. Like I got Shakira, I got these people. If they send me a person from Miami, I send that person right back to their website.
That's good.
That's how we got to do business, and that's how that's how we've been able to build our business. You know what I mean? So you can't recruit from the meeting.
That's good.
Whoever invited them, that's their person. Cool?
Amen.
All right.
Amen. Well, time to sign up or what?
Yeah. What's his name again? Gerald. I'm sorry, man. What's your last name, Pastor?
Weathers.
Weathers. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So whoever is a part of his church, and ready to get started, we have the computer. We can have the websites up, so we can actually help you guys. You have 2 computers up here to get you guys signed up, and then we can start. Keep in mind, if here's something, right? Let's say, for instance, you're part of his church, and you and your wife is here, or you and your girlfriend is here. Both of you guys don't sign up to him directly. One sign up. If the other wants to sign up as well, you sign up under that person. Make sense? So both of you guys don't sign up to that person who invited you. Sign up. One sign up, then the other person signs up under that other person. He didn't want to do it that way. And again, as a wife, and I'll tell you guys this, as a husband and wife, like most companies don't ever allow you to have 2 separate companies in the business. You need to have one. This company, you can have as many as you want. I mean, my son has a business in this.
So the person directly under my wife will be First Lady Gail. So, yes. So how should we structure it after that?
Right. So just what you want to do right now, just have the website open, and you just sign up on there.
So we had to sign her up first. She's not in yet. So
she got a website, right?
Not yet. We're going to sign her up today. She's an agent. Okay.
Yeah, she's on her way right back.
So you just start giving them the link.
Yeah. So we're signing Sister Gail up as an agent. So everybody here that signs up will sign up under her in the structure. Okay. So she can be here today.
I
knew y'all be okay. I need you okay.
2 o'clock tomorrow?
2 o'clock okay with you?
Yeah, it's okay with me because I got to catch my plane like at 4:25. So.
Okay, so at 2 o'clock tomorrow, in between services, we'll come back in here. Amen. Appreciate your integrity too, bro.
So 2 o'clock tomorrow, you guys?
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. That's great. Can I go ahead and close it out so some of the, okay, then we can do all this, all right.
Yeah.
What if he does Zoom or Blue Jeans for his webinar? So, I appreciate you guys coming out, man. I know a lot of people are new to this, but right before he mentioned integrity was exactly what I was going to say. Always have integrity, man, because God don't bless a mess.
That's right.
Amen. And the company's successful enough, you don't have to have a hustler's mentality, you know, other than get out there and hustle and do people right. Remember, he said you're helping people. Amen. So I want to keep that as far as this church goes. That's our mentality, and I know God will bless you. I want to thank Ashton for coming out here, and we're going to be here tomorrow at 2. I know that the quality of life and the standard of living in each and every one of you, it will change. Amen. And just be true to it. I just got in, just honestly, at first, I didn't know all this, just to get my credit score changed, and because we're going to have to do ministry in California going forward. My priority was God, and I think that's why God gave us somebody that was very intentional in what he was speaking. I know more people tomorrow, once they hear from you, they'll want to get involved, and even next week. So greatly appreciative of him flying out here from Miami. Pastor Kevin out here, because Pastor Kevin's coming back in July. Wintrick is my cousin, so I know, so a lot of things he said about him is very true. And a couple of my cousins, like I said initially before, they actually were turned down. They're in Pastor Kevin's church, and they have homes now. But like I always told them, you know, keep integrity in it. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? So just know God's blessing you in all this, and you're helping people in the midst of it, amen? So God bless you. Traveling mercy to you all. We'll see you tomorrow. If you're not from here, you're more than welcome to be here. We have church service 10 a.m. Amen. Keep some Jesus in it. God bless you. We love you.
So we can just come to you anytime, right?
I wouldn't do As soon as he's done now.